into it. So, last time, we started off the day with Ruck doing his namesake of horde breaking, running into the middle of the entire group of frogs, thrashing boats, throwing frogs off the side, eventually getting dogpiled and dragged underneath the water. Eli, in a moment of, well, fuck it, level of heroism, put on his breathing bubble and jumped in the water too, in an attempt to go save their buddy. The flyer is supported from above, harassing the frogs and attacking them up there. Kevis and Celeste jumped in the water as well and had an underwater battle trying to free Ruck from his predicament. Partway through, there was a mysterious figure that showed up, dove into the water, had a black-clad mask on, and there's a deep, sickly, kind of black gas that spread out across the lake, nullifying all the creatures that had come in contact with it, causing possible or low-level memory lapse. You guys fought off the frogs. This mysterious figure came in and grabbed Ruck and attempted to teleport away from him with him, but instead one of the frogs got hold of the device that allowed him to teleport, and Ruck and three of the frogs vanished, leaving a vacuous space in the water in the lake, which spread back out. You guys wrapped up the fight and followed this figure outside of the range of the mist, only by about 15 or 20 feet. He introduced himself as Ash. You talked to her a bit, understood his strange world of reviving fallen heroes, and we wrapped up just hanging out on the beach in conversation, not really sure about what direction to go next.
What was the name of your organization again, Ash?
It's called The Mist.
That's right.
Weren't you going off and getting Clapperclaw? Wasn't
I
that
went and got
the-
Clapperclaw, yeah, and then I brought him back, and I think that's where we ended.
Okay.
I think you were on your way to do that.
Yeah, you were leaving.
I think you said it was just easy and went and grabbed him, I thought.
Yeah.
I couldn't
Easy.
remember.
Okay. Let's see, it's easy for you to get there. Transporting him back without him getting affected by the mist might be something else, though.
Oh, isn't he already infected by the mist?
No, because he stood up on the stairs leading up to the Bavalornis trapdoor.
Just tell him to hold his breath or something.
Yeah, I don't know if it works that way.
I was gonna say, didn't you try that and it still affected you?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, is it a big deal if he loses 30 minutes of memory? I mean, he's got a scatterbrained anyway. Wait, he doesn't have a brain, what is he missing? His head?
He's missing his head.
He's missing his head, but I mean, the last 30 minutes he was pretty badass, and I don't know if he'd want to forget that.
He did, lose an arm.
We could just remind him every single day that he's a badass, you know.
I feel like that's already a thing, yeah.
It seems like a lot.
If that's the case, then I would have rethought that. I thought it was just easy, go grab him and bring him back. Can I go grab him? You know what? I'll leave the boat. I'll just swim over and then grab him and drag him under the water so he doesn't hit the mist at all.
Nice.
He's a scarecrow.
Yeah, but
Nice.
he's not that buoyant.
Unfortunately, the mist is still directly underneath the cottage.
Okay, well.
But
Can I go over the top?
yeah, you could fly over there. You could pick him up flyways.
There you go.
Fly over there and fly him back over the top of the mist.
Okay, sounds good. At this point, you go over towards the stairs. You don't see Clapperclaw, but you see him on the top, like with that room with the will-o-wisp, the chain lightning in the final space that you saw of Bavlorna. You see him walking around in that room.
I guess I would fly up to the balcony there then.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I'm gonna... We'll just do this narratively. Fly up, and he's still wandering around the room, poking at stuff. He still has some interest in these, like, dried plants that are sitting around the room. He keeps, like, poking this chest with, like iron claw feet on the bottom of it. He says, "This chest says BB. What's that about, Moose?"
It means there's might be bees in there. I remember there were bees in the house here earlier.
That's true. Yeah, that makes sense. It just keeps wandering around. Eventually, he goes into the Bavlorna's like treasure room, and you hear a.
What are you doing in there? We're supposed to meet up with a team.
Oh, I didn't know that, but look what I found!
What do you got?
I can't reach it!
We'll step into the room.
You're tall. Come here. Come here.
What is it?
You walk into the room, and Clapperclaw is standing at the wall, like jumping as high as he can, but he's like 2.5 feet tops. And he's reaching his claws up at this mounted stag skull on the wall. That's it. I want it. Can you get it for me, please?
Is that your head?
That's my head!
I will fly up and pull it off the wall.
Oh, you don't even need to fly. It's just too tall for a child. It's
Okay.
just like mounted like 5 feet up.
I'll lift it gently off the wall and hand it to him.
Oh, this is amazing. And you see one of the claws blur, and the gourd just she just like knocks off his own head. The gourd topples on the ground and just rolls to the side. And he puts on the stag skull and like shifts it around a little bit and just like, oh, I feel so much better. Oh, this is awesome. Hey, look, I'm almost as tall as you now. See, the horns count.
Yeah, I guess lots of people grow horns here.
Yeah. So we're going?
Yeah, I think so. Can I just look around this room real quick?
Sure. Here, I'll pull everything over here. And let's see. Where's Moose?
Look at
What was
that.
Oh, was that
I
your
don't know.
perception check? Nice.
Yeah, that was my perception check.
All right. Okay. So, yeah, you look around the room. You see a bunch of odds and ends, strange quilts and blankets, things that things that look handmade by Bavlorna, which means they're pretty bad. You see little white urn with chicken feet. You saw the space on the wall with the stag. You see a mannequin with kind of an armored helmet on it. You see that bronze frog in the corner once more.
Do we take any of this other stuff? Clapper claws?
We probably could. I mean, this place is... I mean, she's gotta have, like, good stuff, right?
She had this cool armor.
Yeah. That stuff... I'm not gonna lie, that stuff's freaky. I swear your armor
It
looks
is
at me
kind
while
of.
you're... Your armor looks at me while you're sleeping. Straight up, we have staring contests. I win.
I'll have to work on that. See if he can win.
It should be more of a challenge.
Okay, well here, I'll hand him the urn.
Oh, cool.
You grab this,
Got it.
and I'll grab, I don't know, something else. Oh, we should look in that chest maybe. Although there might be bees in it. How big is the chest? Can I carry it?
It's like a full-size thing. It might be kind of hefty.
Too much to carry Clapper Claws and the chest and stuff. Yeah. I'll go open the chest.
He looks so much better now.
Oh yeah.
less terrifying.
Just great.
You're like, oh wow.
Such an
Yay.
upgrade. And
Clapper Claw he kind of wanders around the room. He's like, I think the frog's mouth is moving. You look over and you see this bronze underlay frog. It's very well decorated. Got like lots of curves and like warts and whatnot, and there's kind of like a patinaed, oxidized, greenish top to it. And the mouth is open. And it's just pure black inside. It's not... You can't get an angle where the light hits it differently to see shadow or gradient or anything inside. It's just pure black.
This place is weird.
Yeah, it is. So I've got an egg. Urn. I don't know what this thing is. There's a chest. Stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what to grab, but I feel like we should just grab a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
Let me look in the chest.
Okay, cool.
I don't know
Let's
what
do
to think about this frog. Does it have a saddle?
It does. It does not have a saddle. Oh! I had an idea, by the way. I'll be right back. And he puts the urn down and runs downstairs for a second while you're up here. And
I can't think of two people that should be left on their own less than myself and Clapper Claws.
I love this spin-off
Well, you know.
comedy.
About a minute later, you hear Clapper Claw kind of coming back up the stairs, and he's singing a little bit. Da 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 da. And squeezing through this kind of narrow space, Clapper Claw is now sitting on Bavlorna's lily pad as it's like squeezing up the staircase. It's like, it says forward and stop and turn, and it seems to like be following his commands.
I like it, Clapper Claws. It's got some style.
Yeah, man. I remembered that she like bossed it around and it did what she wanted. So I thought that. So while you guys were all away for a while, I connected with it. This is my thing now, or at least unless one of you guys wants it. But for now, I got it.
Well, we're gonna have to get past this mist here in a second, which means we have to go over it, not through it. And I don't know how we're gonna take that.
Hey, lily pad, over! And the little tendrils lift up from the ground. Just start to kind of like churn in the air.
That's awesome.
And it hovers. Okay, well that's cool. I can
You're
fly
really
now.
good at this stuff. You're really good at this stuff, Clapperclaw.
Heck yeah! And he like, as he's flying, he like jumps down and totally biffs it and just like lands face first. Just, ugh, I'm way good at this. Sorry, I gotta go get.
You'll have to work on sticking the landing. Grab that helmet too.
Oh, the helmet. Okay. So he goes and grabs the urn and comes back and like tries to put it on top of the lily pad, but it's too tall. You see him start jumping. Down. Yeah. He puts it on there. He scuttles off into the other room.
You're getting it.
Mm-hmm. This thing's too tall too. And then you just hear a. I tipped it over.
Great work.
And he grabs the helmet and starts to come backwards. And you hear Moose, help!
What is going on in there?
The mannequin face down on the ground. Like you walk in and you start to see it move. And just imagine this with no hat.
No, that's some. No sir.
That looks sick, honestly.
All I gotta say is get out, get out.
Yeah. But it starts to move.
I'm about to fight Slender Man.
For real. And Clapperclaw's holding the helmet in its hands, and it is coming straight for Clapperclaw.
Let's go, Clapperclaw.
Okay. We're leaving?
We're going, run.
Okay. Moose, give me an initiative roll. You guys can try to escape, but now it's coming to fight you. Okay, so Clapperclaw. And just for fun, this is the way that helmet looks.
Oh shit.
Giga Brain.
Gosh,
Mhm.
Clapperclaw.
Okay, so Clapperclaw looks at this thing, looks at helmet. Should I give it back?
Take it, run.
Okay. He just takes off. 5, 10, 15, 30, and then uses the rest of his speed just to climb up on top of the lily pad and tells the lily pad, "Fly that way!" And it begins to move. And like it gets over to the balcony again, it has to like compress itself, almost like some sort of like Taiwanese roll. That's just like a lettuce wrap going out the door. And Moose, over to you. This thing is prone on the ground, staring at you.
Oh, I'm so tempted right now. Yeah, I think well, yep. I just flipped a D20 over, a D2 over here real quick to kind of tell me what to do here. Is there anything in this room that looks particularly flammable?
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna burn down.
Not necessarily.
Burn down the hut?
Because it's... Yes, but he specified in this room, which Clapperclaw is no longer. Kind of. Like, everything has like a dingy, slightly damp mildew to it, so it's not prime lighting material. You could work it though. And I mean, this thing's made out of wood.
Yeah, I'll shoot a firebolt at him.
Okay, go for it.
At it. At the mannequin. Let's see, cast spell. Firebolt. What do you?
Gives me Cad Bane vibes.
Real.
Alright, nice. 24 will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. Okay. Oh, actually, since it is prone, technically this is at disadvantage. Ranged attacks on prone targets, disadvantage. So roll one more time for me, please.
Yep. Let's see. Let's do firebolt. Attack.
Okay, yeah, that still hits. Okay, so 9 points of fire damage. You launch out and blast it, and like a bunch of the cloth that's on it just burns away, and it's this deep scorch mark, and some of the ashes start falling off the body.
I'm gonna step through the door, and as a free action, I'm gonna lock it if it has a lock.
It does, but it's from the other side. So you can close it and latch it, but there is a keyhole on this side. You expect that the locking mechanism actually like falls into place from the other direction.
Okay, no worries. That's fine. And then I will just back out of here. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if you want to make an athletics check to see if you can pick up that chest, you are welcome to try.
Ooh.
Yes, I will do that.
We're looting the place while we go.
This is efficient, okay?
Of course, of course.
Not last time, but the time before that. We claimed the whole house.
Okay, 11. You pick it up, and like it's a little bit unwieldy, like just like it's kind of unbalanced on the inside. You pick it up, you start to flap. You realize it's gonna be kind of tough, but Clapperclaw's right there. He's like, I don't know, put it on the pad. Maybe it'll be fine. And you can. Never mind.
Yeah, if I can put it on the pad, then I would just lift it up onto there.
Yeah, you lift it up and set it down, and there's kind of like this pressure wave as it sinks in, just it kind of like rebalances itself. It seems fine.
I would probably say something like, "Love is blind." Something super random and guidance myself to help me do it there, maybe.
Go ahead and roll a d4 just for fun. 12. Sweet. You grunt a little bit less as you do it. Okay, so you guys hoard the room and start to leave, and then it's the mannequin's turn. It's gonna get up. Go 5, 10, and you just hear it start to pound against the door.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's three natural ones for me today. We're starting off strong. You just hear it. And then you kind of presume, because you hit it in the shoulder area and you hear eek, as like the damage you dealt with the fire blast or the firebolt. It tries to do a normal slam, but there's not enough like connective material anymore, and the reverb just like makes it bend back and snaps off narratively. And you hear it. As it just continues to try to get out. It's not smart. But
Go, Clever Class, go!
Okay, Lily, fly that way. And it does so. It's slow. Thing only moves at like 20 feet a second, or 20 feet per turn. But you guys get out of there. And Clapperclaw's like, oh man, this stuff is creepy. As he's like looking down at the mist as it's just rolling.
Yeah, don't go into it. I forget what it does, but you're not supposed to go into it.
Nice.
You do forget what it does.
Inspiration for the best dad joke of the week. Okay, so you guys wait for a while and eventually get back down to, or everybody else gets down there, or everybody else is down there, and you guys wait for a while, and eventually you see Clapperclaw coming back in. And as he's
Look, we
coming
got some
closer,
head!
Cass! I found head!
I don't know if I want to know the story behind that one.
We were talking about going and getting head, and that's what he went and got head.
To clarify, going to get his head.
He didn't clarify that when he said it to us, so, you know.
That's what I
Really?
said.
Yeah, we went and got head.
Oops. Did that wrong.
We did it! We got a box,
yeah.
too!
Alright.
Yeah, and like a creepy doll is chasing us now, and I think I have my nemesis.
You have a nemesis.
Yeah, it's a creepy doll.
How big is the doll?
Twice my size.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like I don't know, something that came alive in there and tried to come at us. You know how these places are.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me, no. Hey, you said it was like big and horny, your head, but like, I didn't expect it to be more dead than what you were. That's interesting. It's a skeleton, huh?
Well, yeah, what else would it be?
I was expecting a live deer head for some fucking reason.
Oh, that's weird. You shouldn't expect strange things.
Well, I'm the strange one. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of which, what do you want?
And he has a.
This is the lily pad of Bavlorna's, and I took it. And he's just like, kind of dancing around.
That's
You
awesome.
took it.
I took it. It's mine now. It listens to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then we got this helmet and a jar and a box.
Did you see, like, what was inside it? Or,
We didn't have time because that thing was attacking us, so we just left.
It's,
For sure.
Was it just like one thing? Because I thought we were gonna like go sleep in there.
Nah, we
this
decided to
far away.
fuck. We decided to fuck off of this place.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't think we're gonna stay here. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we definitely decided to leave the area, I think.
We definitely pissed off a lot of people. You guys
Oh,
pissed
yeah,
off
for
a
sure.
lot of people.
I know, but didn't the people forget because of this thing?
for now.
Like the word.
No,
Maybe-
they only forgot
No.
the 30 minutes. They
Oh,
didn't
and then they
forget
remember.
the whole thing. Yeah. Well, no, they don't remember, but they were pissed at you guys way before 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
There's still
Yeah, but but before 30 minutes ago, we weren't here.
Yeah, but again, remember,
No,
Bavlorna's gone now, so that means that the fog is disappearing, and they're gonna catch on at some fucking point,
Yeah.
and then come for the place anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
fog
so-
is lessening and everything, so they'll know that Babylon is dipped.
I mean, well,
Yeah.
how often do they go to Bavlorna's house to check on her? I mean, doesn't she?
Well,
Not
if they-
often,
if
but
they-
if they knew she wasn't there, they would go.
They're gonna go raid the place when they know she's not there.
I also send people to deliver
But my
stuff
question
to
is,
her.
how would they know that she's not there?
As the
Because
fog
the
is
mist.
The
disappearing.
fog is disappearing. The fog she created is no longer creating itself, so it's disappearing.
Right, I understand that it's disappearing, but doesn't the fog make you forget for 30 minutes?
No,
Different
it's a
fog.
different fog.
This is a different
fog.
fog. This is a different
Okay.
fog.
No,
Frog.
Difference
Look.
between fog and mist.
There you
Gotcha.
go. Very nuanced.
The normal like fog that you've been seeing since you got into Downfall, where it only lets you see 20 feet, that's Bavlorna's fog. But this black forgetful gas is Ash's mist.
Well, I didn't make it.
You
Right.
caused it.
You started it.
I'm always ready
Insight
to go.
check. No.
Can't
you
take
make-
credit for creating such a great, magical device or anything. But
Oh, by the way, Zarius, you got last time you got affected by the mist, but you're like monk mind.
Mhm.
You rolled a natural 20 on your. You forgot for a second, then you rolled a natural 20 on your saving throw for the second round, and you retained everything. So everybody's like, "What do you mean? It doesn't make sense that it makes everybody forget because it was no problem for you."
All right, thank you.
Okay,
All
cool.
up
So
to
we got stuff. Oh, also there's this like white urn, and it has chicken feet. That's what a chicken looks like, right?
Huh?
Eli,
and then the helmet and then the box.
Yeah.
Eli, can you do your thing to check if that's magical?
I mean,
Well, not here, but
does it matter if it's magical?
Yeah. How much
very
time
sure.
do you have left, guys, before this stuff
we
goes
should-
away?
Just need to get out of here.
how long did it take them to do all that?
Probably about 10 minutes.
It should be going here in about 5-10 minutes. In.
we need to go then.
Yeah, we should probably
Let's
head
go.
out if we're gonna head out.
I'm gonna go get the boat. And I go and I can trace my signal back on the boat and get it back in my fucking pocket so somebody wanted to use it. Fuckers.
Sounds good. So where are you guys heading to? Just away.
Yeah.
Assuming y'all know the area a little bit.
We're either going to yawn or thither.
Well, for now, we don't know how to get to either one of those places. I mean, Cloud Claw knows how to get to Thither.
But right, but now he
Dude.
has his head, so he could show us how to get there. But are we
Which is
Yeah.
nearest?
Whoa! And he like looks around and like taps his claw on his head. Yeah, I totally know how to get there. I remember.
Cool.
Which is closer? Thither or thither or yawn?
Thither. I don't think I know how to get to Yon, but I know thither for sure.
Let's go to thither.
Considering-
It's like that's where we're headed.
Considering there are two hags in Yawn right now, I don't think we really want to go there anyways. Unless you want
That
to
might
fight
be-
two at the same time.
Yeah, totally. Bring it on. I'll take him.
Right? Like, I'm with Clapperclaw. Let's do it.
I'm not for that idea. So let's just go to hither.
Let's just get away from hither, I think.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
let's
Let's get away from hither. Clapperclaw, lead the way.
Well, we need a balloon.
Yes.
We need a balloon. Okay.
We need a balloon, but you guys look terrible.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Well, we're trying to get out of here so we can rest a bit, I think.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's do some of that.
Hmm.
So, I'm not in the lead yet, so somebody else do it.
In the lead.
You're not in the lead?
Yeah, we're not. I know how to lead to thither. I don't.
Well, which direction is it? We'll cheat that way. We don't have to go directly there if we need a balloon, but we can head that direction.
Well, the balloon's like 40 feet that way, but it's covered in the dark mists and stuff right now. And we need to go that way, and he kind of points east.
Oh, so we need a balloon that's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Unless everybody can fly at the same time. I don't even think this thing's strong enough for that.
We should wait until this mist clears and then make a break for the balloon.
Yeah, well, let's get out of this immediate area and we'll come back once everybody's rested up and try and get the balloon. How about that?
We can go back to fucking weird dragon lady's fucking place.
We're
Vanessa.
40 feet from the balloon.
Yeah, we're by the tower.
You're muted.
Balloon tower.
Yeah, let me see here. So, yeah, the balloon's right here.
Oh, that's the balloon?
And then the workshop is right over here.
Ash, can you get the balloon?
Yeah, I mean, if that's the balloon right there, I mean, I could try. Why not?
Do you know how to drive a balloon?
Can't be
We
that
can
hard, can it?
Do you have proficiencies vehicle air?
I have vehicles land.
You don't have any flying experience.
Does anybody know how to fly this thing?
I know how to fly.
I was like, I have a
I
lot
can-
of experience flying.
I can fly the balloon.
Got a fire.
As well as the last guy.
Hopefully better.
Ouch.
Why don't we go take a little
As a-
rest, let everybody get healed up a little bit, and then come back, and we'll have the frog lady here fly the balloon out of here.
Okay.
I don't think it's worth risking y'all getting in here and forgetting shit again, and then have to explain everything again. I don't think it's worth all that. Y'all need to rest up some. Let's go do that.
I'm amenable to this idea.
We going to rest? Right here?
No, not right here. Let's head out of eyeshot at least, you know.
I mean, is there any buildings nearby?
I mean, I see a building over there, but isn't this the place the frogs that hate y'all live?
True. Alright.
If we just retreat west for a little bit.
Yep.
So, camping? Is camping a thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Camping's a thing.
Nice. Let's do it.
Ash is just like, whose kid is this? Like,
Not mine.
All right. Who's leading the way?
I don't know where we're at.
Somebody who can see in the dark?
I'll lead the way. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just trying to get away from
Ash
this shit.
Helping, since I can see.
We just need to find a place we can settle up for a little bit. All right.
Oh,
I can see as well. I have dark vision.
I also have a light.
You are a light.
We might not want to use the light, honestly.
Okay, well, no light then. I'll fucking cast light on my fucking mace. Turn it off.
Okay. You guys. So Kevis and Ash, please give me survival checks. Trying to find a spot to settle down.
18.
Not
Okay.
bad.
17.
All right, nice. Yeah, you guys continue just for a little ways, just walking, and you see the layer of black mist does eventually begin to dissipate. And both of you with those of you with high perceptions, you begin to hear murmurings and like questions, what's going on? And that sort of thing. Make it maybe an hour away, and there's this particularly dense ring of trees, and the ground is walkable right now. It's not as wet as you've seen hither, excuse me. You kind of press through this dense line of trees, and it opens up into like a little bit of just a very small valley. Looks like maybe an old building was here, and maybe some broken bridges and whatnot. It seems like a place that's kind of caught in between different stages. Looks good enough to sit and rest for now.
Yeah, let's at least stay on dry land, so let's stop here. Looks like it's getting a little marshy up ahead.
Hey, speaking of which, have you guys noticed that, like, we've been in downfall for quite a minute now, right?
Mm.
When's the last time you guys saw the water rise and fall?
What do you mean? Is there like a tide issue there?
That's a thing that happens here, apparently. The fucking water just randomly goes up and down, except for when we were in downfall.
Oh, that's why there's frogs living there?
I guess. And,
Mobart kind of speaks up. Yes, Downfall always had high water, but if I had to guess, the water levels were Babylonia's influence as well. So I don't know if they'll continue or not.
I guess we'll find out.
Boat on hand.
Suppose so.
Yeah, I have a boat. You want to sleep in the boat? Want to all just like curl in the boat?
Yeah. No?
He's got a lily pad.
Yeah, I've got a lily pad.
He's already forgotten about his new toy. Well, let's just have a quick rest here, and then we'll head back and get that thing. Unless y'all are trying to stay for a little longer.
I think getting out of here as quick as possible is best case scenario.
All right, so what? Take an hour, rest up, and then head back.
An hour? Actually, I'd be okay with an hour.
Mogo actually says, if he wants me to be skillful at the balloon, I may need more time than that.
Oh.
All right, well, whatever time y'all need, let me know. I'm gonna scan the perimeter here while y'all rest up. I just want to kind of do a little
you look fresh
walk.
as a daisy? You
No,
don't
I'm not
look
fresh as a daisy, but he's definitely he's just an asshole, kind of like that.
Wow, he's like, gotta flex the muscles and
Something like that. I just want to do a quick little 30, 40 feet perimeter, make sure there's nothing crazy in this immediate area.
Sounds good. Give me a perception check.
Knowing our luck, there is.
13.
13. You see nothing. You don't even see like signs of animals or anything. Doesn't really seem like anything comes through here.
All right. I'll find a rock and have a seat. Start mending and healing a bit.
Is there like a good spot?
So are we doing a short out of character? Are we doing a short or like y'all trying to do a long rest?
I could use a long rest.
Well, let's do it.
Alright.
We have good luck with those. Long rested 0 times since I joined the party, I think. Maybe once.
The nest.
No.
We had that one.
I mean, kind of.
Oh yeah, the nest, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Ironically, a week I wasn't here.
No rests for you. And- okay. You guys make up a simple little camp with with the way that the tree line is, and then like going down into this space, you feel like it's probably safe to build like a very small fire.
So we plan to take rest here. We can do the fire this time, looking over at Eli. Do we want to set up watches? Make sure everyone...
How long y'all trying to rest? I can probably just keep watch for you.
Kevin looks at the group, because he doesn't need as long a rest as everybody.
Well, and I don't sleep, so I can watch.
There you go.
If you want to make a fire, you're gonna have to do it without me, Kevin. I can't find.
That's
Well, I can make a fire if you need a fire.
I can't find any wood. Can't do it. I can't see shit. So, unless you want to light my light, but I got told not to have my light lit. So,
I was just saying that near where all the frogs were. You should be fine now, I'd guess.
oh.
Well, more so I didn't want to light a beacon and be like, hey, we're over here, because we're still riding that area, you know?
Nah, I got you. Well, fucking just fucking hit my mace and cast light on it again. And
Roll
Throw it
initiative.
throw it to Ruck. Like, here, you can use it while you're fucking on watch. That's not Ruck anymore. That's Ash. My bad.
So Ash,
I'm
Plot,
way too fucking tired.
Morgan, the trees there, how large are they? Like, I guess tall.
They're like full-size trees, 30, 40 feet up.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, could Kevis, without having to make any rolls, climb up into the tree?
These trees, like immediately next to you, no, those are more like bushes. There's not really trees on this map, so you'd have to go to the kind of perimeter that like was the kind of barrier that sinks down into this spot.
Yeah, if Kevis could get up in one of those trees, he would do that.
Yeah. Normally I would allow it, but you're exhausted. So give me an
What are you trying to do?
Athletics or acrobatics check at disadvantage.
Nine.
9. Okay. You try a couple of times, and like there's like some slick bark and some moss, and like you slide down. You just continue to slide down. It's really hard to like get a purchase on a couple of these trees, and after about the 4th time, it's just like maybe not.
He just sits next to his back to the tree then.
Just turn and put your back to it and slide down, and Luckily, you've got your Mott's cape because it's just kind of like.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll just sit there.
Moose passes out on the grass. Starts snoring. He's a snorer. He's established that. That's king.
Try and find a spot with a decent view of everybody so I can keep watch.
I'd like to fly
the
in the
lily
tree.
pad to go drink. What are you doing, Zarius?
I just like to fly up to like one of the branches on the tree, and that's where I'd like to sleep.
Okay, basically the branches are essentially like at the border of this map here. There's not really any in the map itself.
Still fine.
Okay.
I can imagine.
All right, Celesta, Kevis, Eli, what are you guys doing?
I'm sleeping at the bottom of the tree on there.
Let me find a spot. I might just slip it right here on a rock. I don't know. I'm rolling out my sleeping bag too, though, because I'm not sleeping on a straight rock. Need some
Fair enough.
bit of cushion or something.
Kevis?
He will, with being so tired, he would immediately go to sleep for the 4 hours that he needs. And he would try to basically sleep just enough to get to the point that he needs. And he will wake up after. Oh, that's his plan. Muted.
Kevis, roll a constitution check for me.
Please be good. It's your constitution.
Somebody guidance him.
It's already rolled.
10? Well, 10 is good enough. It takes a little bit of extra time, maybe about 5 hours to sleep this time, just because your body is extra tired and you have to kind of make up the deficit. Okay. Mogort, she's probably the first person to pass out. She just finds like kind of a tough mud spot, drops her armor, and just curls up and just kind of snuggles in. She's out. She took a lot of hits. So Ash, go ahead and give me a perception check.
$19.
Okay. And roll a percentage die too.
$18.
You look around, nothing really going on for your watch. Okay. Are you gonna rest at all, Ash?
Yeah, I'm gonna do my rest, but still
Okay.
be on watch.
Okay. Clapper Claw comes over and like sits on the rock next to you. Like, hey.
Yeah, hey man, how's it going? You got a... I heard that's a new head of yours or something.
This is my original head, and a jerk rabbit took it from me.
Is that
And
pretty
then
common in the Feywild?
Jerk rabbits? Definitely.
And head swapping?
Kinda unique, and that makes me awesome.
Fair enough. I will not question that whatsoever.
You can sleep. What's sleep like? I don't.
What is sleep like? honestly, I don't know, man. It's been a minute. I don't sleep too often.
Okay.
I would say it's like losing your head, let's say, but not having another one. It's like not having a head for a little while. I don't know. It's like you just kind of nothing. It's just nothing. That make any sense?
Yeah, totally.
You just kind of nothing. Sometimes you dream, and that's like being awake. But you know, if you're not dreaming, then it's just kind of, you know, time traveling almost. You're just jumping forward.
So weird.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Yeah.
So, you grew up in these area or what? You from here?
Yeah, as long as I can remember, you know, first thing I remember is being in Bavlorna is like her creepy room where she put me together.
Oh, she constructed you.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And how'd you run into this little motley crew of folks?
Well, I ran away from Bavlorna's because she was creepy. And then they showed up, and I was making fun of the frog heads that are on the sticks that still talk to each other, and I was making fun of them. And the little green guy, Eli, he laughed, and he started making fun of them too, and I knew they were cool.
Oh, the frog heads on the sticks that talk to each other.
Yeah.
Making fun of them. Yeah, because that's weird, right? I mean, all right.
You got a lot to learn, dude.
Yeah, I've been told this place is weird, but yeah, I don't really prepare you for. It's almost random. You know what I mean? It's like compared to where we're from. I mean, me and some of them other people. It's just different. You'd probably think the same thing if you was there. You'd think it's weird.
It'd be weird if it wasn't random, right?
At this point, yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So why are they trying to go to this hither place? What's that going on about? Like, I don't understand what's going on here. Fill me in. You're gonna be my exposition man.
Perfect. And he goes to like crack his knuckles, but he doesn't have knuckles, so it's really just this like kind of like awkward like, and that's it. Like he's like prepping for something. So they have stuff that got taken by the hags.
All right. Didn't they make a deal with the hags? A lot of people make deals with hags when they shouldn't.
You know, I'm not sure why the hag has their stuff. I don't know if they ever told me that.
All right.
If they did, I don't think I was paying attention. It's probably like a firefly
Traps.
or a bug or something I was looking at.
Fair enough. Would distract any of us.
Yeah, what? Those things are sweet.
Yeah. All right. So they're trying to get their things back from the hags. And they almost killed a hag. You said.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
They were saying they almost killed a hag.
Yeah, given like, I don't know, like 10 more seconds, I would have ripped her to shreds. Yeah.
Oh, you almost did it, huh? And he's just gonna kind of jot notes down about what he's telling him.
Yeah, totally.
All right.
Yeah,
And then,
I was a big hero in that fight.
Okay. You're just noting. And then what was each of their names again? I don't think I got all their names. Do you mind just filling me in? Like the one, we can go left to right, starting with the armored, white-haired girl over there, and then the pigeon man, and then the green guy, and then the elf under the tree, and then the frog lady. And the demon man.
I got this. Okay, so
All right.
the white hair with the pink eyes, that's
Yep.
Celesta.
All right. Celesta with a C. All right.
Yep. And then it's
He definitely knows how to spell it.
What else would it
Zarius.
be?
I mean, he's just kind of mocking. He's kind of like being an asshole. So.
There's Zarius, he's the flappy one.
All right, Pigeon Man, serious. All right.
Eli, he's my height rival. He doesn't
Hot
know that
rival.
yet.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. The little green guy.
For sure. Then there used to be a pink one,
Pink one.
but she became Celesta.
All right, I'll dig into that at some point, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. And then there's Kevis. Kevis is like my BFF.
All right. Kevis, that's the mossback boy over there asleep. Looks like
Uh-huh.
he's exhausted. All right.
Yeah, Kevis and I are tight. And then there's Moose, and he and I do crazy things. He's like my getaway driver. I heard that in a story once that somebody had like a carriage waiting outside of like a thievery they did. And then it was the carriage driver's job to get him away.
Yeah, I've read books about stuff like that. Yeah, getaway driver. I like that. It's pretty clever. All right.
Yeah.
And then the frog lady.
Bogart's cool. She and I go way back. She's awesome. She's got lots of like super strong skills.
All right. And then you, of course, are the hero of the group, Clappy Claw, right?
I am the great Clapper Claw, Slayer of
Clapper.
Frogs.
Sorry about that. All right.
Oh, yeah, yep. Slayer of Frogs.
All right. All right. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
I definitely did not just give myself that title right now.
No,
You
it
earned
sounds like an earned title for sure. Yeah.
Definitely was.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks for filling me in. I didn't want to, be rude or whatever and ask everybody. I'm really bad with names, so.
That's okay. I got you. And ask me anytime and I will answer it, even if it's right in front of them.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, bye. And he just leaves. He starts wandering around the camp. Eventually comes over to Celesta. Hey.
So, what are you, she like, are you serious? What? This better be an emergency.
Nope. Bye.
You know what? Whatever, I need to go take a piss anyways.
Yeah, have fun. Me too.
Oh yeah?
Ash, what's a piss?
It's when you excrete urine from your body. The stuff you drink comes out.
That really clears it up for me. Thanks.
You're smart.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I am.
Fucking mumbles under her breath about stupid scarecrows and waking people up for no reason.
Comes over here and sits and just looks
Doesn't
around.
wake up Kevis.
Nope.
The BFF.
Kind of like after a minute of sitting there, like not thinking about it, or like actively not trying to think about it. Looks over. And Kevis is just kind of like leaned up against a tree. He sits down and just kind of like leans his head on Kevis's shoulder without trying not to poke him with the horns.
So he wakes me up, but he like doesn't like wake him up.
Getting them snugs in.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay, so Kevis, you eventually wake up, kind of first in the group. Ash, you get your short rest for just kind of sitting there.
Long rest? Question mark?
That's right. Remind me what your sleep needs are.
4 hours.
Oh, okay, you get a long rest.
But
Yeah, everybody gets their long rest.
Yay! Yeah.
And Kevis, is there anything you want to do as you wake up kind of before the group?
Yeah. What's Clapper Claw doing right now?
He's got his back to your arm, and he's like He's like leaning on you like this.
He'll kind of wake up and just kind of look at him. Give him a face.
It looks up at you. Hi.
Hi. What you doing?
Just hanging out.
How was watch?
Great. Ash knows how amazing I am now.
Bet he does. So while he's talking, Kevis is pulling out paper and something to write with. I'm just writing on a piece of paper.
I'm doing the same thing, taking notes.
He's holding a conversation with Clapperclaw, but just staring down at the paper as he's writing. Occasionally looking up at different people. Looking around. Still writing. Just waiting. Kind of keeping an eye, but not as much as he would. Main focus is what he's writing.
You've imprinted on Clapperclaw, man. Godspeed.
Like a mother goose to their duckling. He will follow you everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go get some breakfast. That's a thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, most definitely a thing. Yeah, I could eat right now. Yeah,
Keep an eye
let's
out.
do that.
Be careful where you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some breakfast, and he just wanders off.
Oh my gosh.
Kev just kind of looks up and shakes his head. And goes back to writing.
Well, I don't recommend slipping on rocks, but how's everyone else asleep?
Seemed like everybody got a good rest. Had a nice talk with Clapperclaw over there.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Filled me in on y'all's situation.
Oh, yeah? You know, Clapperclaw, came and poked me in the middle of the night.
Kev chuckles.
I didn't poke you. I just
Is that what they
kinda,
call
like,
it nowadays?
Well,
just,
you
like-
woke me up.
That I did. Is that called poking? I thought this was
Is it?
poking, and he just kind of like stabs Moose in the leg with his claw a little bit.
Hey,
Ow.
Hi. Hi to you too.
let's open up a box.
Yeah.
Please.
Also,
Yeah.
I have breakfast, and he holds out his claw, and kind of like in the recess of the shell is like a bunch of worms and some mud and like some plants which are questionably edible.
Ooh,
He
you know
basically
what?
got you guys a mud pie. He's like,
Some worms?
yeah.
Yo, Darius. Birds eat
Oh yeah,
worms, right?
I want those. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I don't know if he likes being
Put
called
your
out.
hand out. It's like, I just like, oink. Just like slaps it into your paws or into your claws.
I'd like to just like take a grasp of it and like shake the mud off of it.
Yeah, pretty easy to do so. Just like you gotta shake it down to the good bits. There's some roots and a bunch of insects and some worms.
And then I devour those.
Guys, I did breakfast.
Yes,
But-
you did.
well, you eat your
Always
breakfast.
helpful.
I'm gonna eat my rations.
Clapperclaw just kind of sits on his butt and flails out, laying flat on the ground, staring up at the sky.
Hey Moose, did you ever look in that chest that you grabbed?
No, we're gonna do that now.
Ooh, everybody like circle around?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's see what you guys got.
I'm gonna take like 2 steps
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
while they do that.
So does Kevis.
Is not super concerned.
Mogart puts her
where-
armor back. Mogart takes a few minutes to put her armor back on and is like has like a arm braced right in front of her just in case, has her glaive out. So you set the chest down in front of you. It's got these kind of iron curled clawed feet, almost like the end of a bathtub. There's a little-
Eli's like, no.
No, I want my mace back.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, here you go.
Thank you.
It's got a kind of a
Totally
bronze
forgot you gave me
placard
that.
on the front that says BB on it, and there's a keyhole right above it with a latch that seems to be synced in. You try to open it, and no dice. It is locked.
Anybody good at unlocking lock things?
I'm wearing a bunch of keys.
Oh,
We could
Most-
sit here and try keys.
At this point, it's you're especially after the last fight. There's a lot of your keys that are like kind of like bent and mangled and like damaged and twisted.
Yeah.
And Jack's not sure if we ever explained that, but Eli's chainmail is completely made out of like old iron keys.
Yeah, it was mentioned. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I didn't go deep on it, but yeah, that was one of the first things he said. And I was just like, okay, set the tone.
Mm-hmm. So what are you guys doing?
you know what? Could we just try to brute force this thing open?
Kevis looks at you when you say that.
Well, I could try to pick it with my dagger before we do that, or we could break it. Yeah, we should break it. That'd be cool.
Look. All I'm saying is a little bit of leverage and some strength can go a long way.
Kevis looks at you. You are not like your sister at all.
Why?
Let's just say last time we had a lock, she, saying she was good with locks, was unable to take care of the locks. So I decided brute force was a better option. And at the time it was. It might be one thing I can agree on with you.
She'll just like shove into the crack between the lid like a dagger and just try to like pry it open.
Okay,
Using it like a crowbar.
roll a strength check, trying to pop the lid.
There's 23 pop the lid.
23. Yeah, you shove it in there, and you feel the kind of metal mechanism that's holding this thing in place kind of give way a little bit, like just like stand over it and like bring your foot down and kick the hilt of your dagger, just and your dagger flies off, and the lid does pop open.
See there. And she goes to go get her dagger.
That was cool.
The inside.
Really strong.
Inside, you see three things. Well, one is kind of a bundle of cloth. One is a glass frame, and the other seems to be a bunch of paper, like bound together with a kind of some sort of like string item.
Anything important in there?
Anything magical?
I don't know. I'll dig in it and find out what the fuck these things are. I'll pick up the what?
Hurry it up.
Wow. So
That's all.
I'm gonna pick up the pages first and take a look and see what I can see what the fuck the pages are.
Duke, you broke Mike for a second. The pages,
Very
you
impatient.
open it up, and inside is it's kind of this tough, stringy material that's around it. It's not cloth, and it's not metal. It's roll a history check for me.
at 11.
Alright, cool. Maybe this is a loot string.
Okay.
And you open it up, and it's got 3 copies of the same spell listed on 3 different pieces of paper. So, it is a spell scroll of sorts.
But I don't recognize the spell or anything. I don't know.
Roll an Arcana check.
Sure. Also good at these. 3.
Really showing.
I don't know.
Okay. Hey, Moose.
What's up?
I think you might like this. And I'll hand him the pages. As he grabs that, I'll reach down and grab the cloth that's in the box and try to examine that.
Okay. You pick it up, and it's heavy. And really it's just cloth that's just been wrapped around for safekeeping around kind of a stone carving. And it's a 12-inch marionette that looks like almost like a black umbrella on the bottom with like kind of a detached torso puppet of somebody of a woman who is at a funeral. So the torso is black, the bottom is black, but it's almost like a black dome serving like a dress. A black funeral attire woman. She's standing above it, almost like using puppets, and on one side of her she's got like a sunken skull type face, and on one side there is a face that of a mask of a sun. The other side is a face of a mask of a moon.
I want to give this to Pinky really bad.
Of that.
So, fuck it. Celeste.
Yes?
Would here.
Thanks!
Yeah, I think you'll like that.
I'm sure I'll love it. I'll cherish it dearly. Puts it in her bag.
Anyway, and then there was the final item I'll pick up and check out.
There's a glass case that has a ticket to the Witchlight Carnival that looks very old and withered. And it has a signature on it. It says, Isolde. Isolde.
Hey, Candace, come here.
What's up?
What do you think this means? And I'll show it to him. Right. You see that? That's like the ticket we got, right?
Yeah.
The fuck does that mean at the bottom?
Dude, does that ring any bells for Kevis?
Roll a history check.
16.
No. You've never heard the name before.
Why would they keep a ticket addressed, I'm guessing, to this individual? Is the name... Do you know the name? I don't.
No, I don't.
Well, she
either.
likes to steal stuff, so she's a thief, you know. Like, she stole all our shit, so, yeah.
I'm just
Why
trying to
would you take a
understand.
ticket?
Did we kill this?
Did we kill what?
The thing I got here. Did we get rid of it? Did we destroy this thing?
The ticket?
Yeah, I'm getting bad vibes off of this thing.
Yo, I get bad vibes off of all these things.
I like the
Yeah,
vibe.
the thing you gave her is fucking horrifying, honestly.
Yeah, I got good vibes off of that thing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean bad vibes off this?
Kev is just staring at this ticket. I kind of agree with you. I feel like it's bad for us to be keeping this in particular. There's a
I don't
reason
know
the
what it
name's
is.
on it.
Yeah.
Does anybody recognize this name? And they'll kind of back up so people can read it.
What does it say?
It's old?
Isolde?
Is it like is old? Like this ticket is old? Because like
Maybe.
definitely looks
Like
old.
it's an old ticket.
It is an old ticket.
It's old ticket.
This is a name, though. I mean, this is somebody signed
This
this.
is a name.
Is sold. Is old. I don't. It's something.
I mean,
I mean, maybe they just meant like it's a
Nope.
a keepsake, you know, and they're just like is old.
nope,
I don't
nope,
know.
I don't know.
Yep.
You don't know what you don't know.
Kevis, give me an investigation check.
Oh lordy.
3. Nice. Okay. Eli, how about you? Because you're staring at this thing, trying to figure it out, right?
Okay. Yeah, sure. 13.
The one thing you do notice is that the stylization of the ticket, it still says Witchlight Carnival, but the style is very old. It doesn't seem to reflect kind of the branding and the visual style that the Witchlight Carnival has right now.
Hmm.
It's old and faded.
So this is old.
Wow.
Either that or they used it on retro night. I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm
feel like-
very conflicted. What's that?
Like there was probably a reason it was in the chest with everything else.
I do too, but remember, this is Bavorna's chest.
Yeah, you know what? If you want,
I'll take it.
I'll hold on to it.
You want to hold on to it, Moose?
From
Also,
or
one of
if
you guys-
Moose wants to hold on to the cursed
Eli,
open ticket.
don't you remember the tickets were bound to the person?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Are there any hole
That's why-
punches in this ticket?
Oh, look at you.
Not a 1.
Oh. This person didn't like having fun.
Pinky
I
would have
mean-
been very disappointed and would have tried her
So wait.
very best to get this person to punch.
Just from what I'm gathering, they give you a ticket to this carnival. It's bound to the person, and they
Yeah.
hole punch it when you go.
On a ride or something, or an attraction, or you get food or something, they give you a hole punch. You have like a total of, I think it was 8 hole punches per card, per ticket.
So
And you have to go around and do shit like ride on snails, or enter a pie eating contest, or fly on dragons or fireflies and shit. And
So it's an old ticket. It's got no hole punches, and you
Yeah.
found it in a hag's trunk. It might have been her ticket. Was she a carnival type? I mean, she might have. It might be her ticket, and she just never went, never did any of that stuff. And hags are always old as shit, so. Maybe not. I don't know.
I have no idea, dude. I think for now I'm just gonna put this in my pack, and then if I feel the need at any point, I'm just gonna destroy it. Sounds fair.
works.
Okay, cool. I'll fucking stick it in my pack. One more thing before we head off. Where's the chicken foot urn thing?
The what?
oh, there.
Oh yeah, that's right here.
Cool.
And Clapperclaw will go and grab it.
Before I do anything, I just want to give it a once over and take a look, see if I notice anything about it.
Sure, it's just this kind of well decorated kind of gold filigree urn that seems to be ceramic or something in make, and the feet are just decorated and painted like chickens, or like shaped and decorated like a chicken's foot.
Is there like a top that I can open and look into it?
Yeah, there is. It's
Okay.
kind of a wide bowl with like kind of a rounded top on
Taking
it.
a step back in case this thing sucks out.
It's easy
your
enough to just like lift off. You have to turn it and then pull it up, but it's easy enough to do.
So let's take a look on the inside of it and see if there's anything in the urn.
Okay. You open it up and you see 2 pieces of a wishbone.
They're separate.
Yeah, like a wishbone that's already broken.
There, Eli.
That's not weird. And I'll close it and hand it back to Clapperclaw. Like, okay. There's a broken wishbone in there. It's I don't know what that's about. That's weird.
Okay.
So somebody made a wish?
I'm assuming, man. I don't know. It's the fucking who keeps a wishbone in an urn? That seems super dark. I'm dark. I like dark shit. That seems pretty dark to me.
Well, I mean, hags do weird magic, so honestly, it could have been like a spell to bring somebody back or something. You know what I mean? They do weird shit like that, hags. Like, their style of magic is really bizarre. So, you know, it's why they're tricky to deal with. So, if you were to say, oh, I want you to bring back my dead husband, he's in this urn, the way she might do it is do some kind of wishbone in an urn and then, you know, reanimate him or something. And then, you know, it's weird. They're weird. So, it might have been just something like that.
I'm gonna do
You sure know a lot about necromancy.
I'm like, you sure know a lot about hags and necromancy there, dear sir.
I mean, hags, I feel like, are pretty common knowledge to anybody that has done any kind of
Excuse me?
adventuring. No?
This is our first adventure.
I feel like
This is our first adventure.
most, I suppose maybe in like those storybooks you get as children, yes. Out in the real plane of existence,
You gotta think. I told you we follow and track.
Oh yeah,
heroic
you're
people.
the weird exception. Okay, but for like the rest of us though, just assume for
So
the
I
rest
mean,
of us.
that's why I was
not
saying
normal.
earlier, if y'all killed a hag, that might be something that would get you on our radar. You know what I mean? So,
We were that close.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I'm just saying, you know, if somebody
she
kills a
ran away.
hag, that
She
boosts
was-
you up. You know?
She fucked off right before we killed her. She took an
Do we get on a
invisibility
radar
potion.
for almost killing a hag? You
We
know?
don't like, you know, coulda, shouldas. You know.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Anyways,
Do you like fighting stuff?
Yeah, so keep at it. You never know. Maybe a file will come across my desk.
Hope not.
me either.
You don't want to see that file.
Fucking speaking of which, can I see if Ash is breathing?
Evis has been staring at Ash since this whole conversation at this point.
all
roll a-
once again turn to
They
Ash.
always want to look at my breath. Like,
Well, as he was saying this shit, it just came across my mind that he might be the same thing that Ruck was.
roll a perception check.
11.
An 11, you just look over and he's got this coat on and you're not sure. You don't see much movement.
Morgan, out of game, is it common for humans to be in the Feywild?
Humans are probably the most enticed peoples that are not native to the Fae that wander into it. Humans are one of the more ambitious races, and the deals that Fae creatures can offer tantalize a lot of people.
I was gonna look at Ash. Where are you actually from?
What do you mean? In what way?
You're not from here. You came here on a mission. You've got to be from somewhere. Where were you born?
1 sec.
You're like, gotta pull out my background. Yeah, prepare to be in the hot seat for a little while. So keep that.
You
sheet
put
up
this
for
on
me.
yourself now.
I literally just tried to help the conversation.
Evis is suspicious of like every rock.
Yeah. He's suspicious of everybody.
Look, Celeste is glad
you
she's
mean
in the
like
hot seat
originally
for
from, or where I like currently preside? Like I don't know.
Originally.
I'm from the Sword Coast. You heard of the Sword Coast?
No?
I don't know where y'all are from, but
a while. Where's
That's where
the Sword
that's
Coast,
where the
guy?
fair was at.
yeah.
That's
So there you go.
Clueless.
Ain't nothing weird
Don't
about
know
that.
any of these places.
Oh, well, I'm from the Sword Coast.
Is that like a part of the? That's not part of the Fae, is it?
It's not part of the Fae. No, I'm sorry.
I don't know. I don't know where it is.
No, it's part of Faerun. It's part of the
It's Fae-
Primaterial Plane.
Right.
Primatine. Yeah, favorite.
Oh.
How old are you?
Old enough? I don't know. It's been a while. I'm pretty old.
Humans
Did
don't.
you die?
Humans
How'd
don't
you get
grow
your
that
job?
old.
Sorry, one question at a time, guys. What's going
It's
on?
really weird that you work.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't work.
Working is, I mean, not everybody has to do that stuff.
Every time you answer, Kevis is looking at Eli.
Huh?
Just every time he answers.
What did Kevis ask me? Sorry.
I said, for a human, humans don't grow as old. And if you say you're really old,
Well, yeah, I didn't say I was still human. I ain't.
Okay.
Okay.
Then what are you?
I died a long time ago. Got brought back just like Ruck.
Shall we do a little
Do it. You're a dead guy.
like tribal circle around him real quick?
Look,
So
I
you
tell
figured
you,
out how to live forever?
not forever. I mean, we'll die someday, I'm sure. I can still die. It ain't like I'm immortal or anything. Hell.
Like, so say if you were to live and like grow old, like how long would you live if you were not to die? In like from like a spear, like if you were just to live old and die.
I can't say. I don't know. I don't know. I keep
weird
pretty well
obsession.
maintained, so you know.
so you say you're what Ruck was, which you said was a reborn.
I'm kind of like Ruck. We're a little different these right now, but
What
yeah.
do you mean you're a little different?
Well, he's more himself than I am these days. Yeah.
Like, so you're just like a pawn.
I don't know what you mean by that. No, I'll tell you my whole story real quick, just so we're not confused. And I ain't trying to hide nothing from y'all or anything, but
Okay, I appreciate that.
yeah, I was I was an adventurer just like y'all, upstart, getting my feet wet. I'd done a couple things here and there that got me a reputation a long time ago. And I was going through this what would you call it, like a tomb type thing. I was sent down there to recover some artifact or something, and I switched an old simple booby trap, and I just didn't get out the way,
Man.
ended
Good old
up
Died
booby
from a
trap.
booby trap?
yeah, essentially, and it got
Are
me.
you slow?
I'm not the quickest, but I ain't slow.
Yeah, that's what happens.
But so I ended up, passing on from that. I got picked up by the organization, and they brought me back, and here we are today. I've been with them for a long time.
Is your actual name Ash?
Yeah, Waylon Ash, yeah. And came in as a guy just starting out like Ruck will be when he gets there, and worked my way up to captain, and been doing this a long time, and I enjoy my job, so.
So what did you do to be targeted? You say you're a simple venture. You told us your organization only looks at people.
Yeah, I mean,
considered heroes.
I did some things here and there. I helped, you know, helped during some important times in the Sword Coast, so I got picked up. If I had to compare myself to a lot of people, I'd say I barely got picked up.
And you died by a booby trap, so that had to knock off a few points.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you're just not on your top of your game.
When you first got hired, were you in the mailroom?
No, when I got hired, I was just a soldier, just like Ruck will be. Just on the front lines doing the grunt work. You know, and you work your way up, just like any organization or job you start, you know, if you join a church or something, like, you know, maybe Eli, I don't know your situation, but maybe, you know, when you first join up, you're at bottom of the totem pole, sure, but, you know, you move into other positions and keep going. I just so happen to be pretty good at what I do. So now that that's out the way, any other questions for me? I mean, I know a little more about it. I know if Rook was trying to figure it all out, he probably didn't have a lot of answers, but I've been in this situation for a long time. So if you have any questions, we get them out of there and move on.
So are you still dead? Or are you actually alive?
And he'll start taking his gloves off and he'll start to remove his coat and kind of show off. I don't know if you have.
What are you doing? Whoa!
I do.
Whoa!
I'll let you narratively describe it before I show it.
So basically, he'll start taking you'll see when he takes his gloves off, he's got those gauntlets, and then start to take his shirt off, and you just see from the neck down, just from where you saw the helmet, it's that same kind of metallic, I don't know, material that made the helmet, and it just covers his chest and his arms, and yeah, he's basically like almost like a warforge from the neck down. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
So yeah, he's that. I used to be more myself, but over the years my body took a beating, and you know, we replaced pieces here and there. So, and you know, now I'm riding in this chassis.
Oh, are you like 99% metal? Like, is it just your head?
For the most part, yeah.
So if you get decapitated, that's it, huh? Like, it just done.
I think if most people get decapitated, that's it.
Oops.
A Clapperclaw.
Yeah, not Clapperclaw apparently.
Yeah. Well, we've established he's some kind of hero.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Do you
And
think
you're
he's
not?
marked?
What's that?
And you're not a hero.
No, I'm saying he's like an exceptional, you know, anybody can survive it. Come on now.
I mean,
Yeah, I should-
Clapperclaw, he's a demigod. I mean, come on.
I
From
should
what he told me
definitely
last
be on your list. Your people should come pick me up someday.
I mean, if you keep on this road you are, you might be my boss one day.
Yep, just count on the days. It'll happen.
Can't wait.
You think that you can?
Sounds super excited about that day.
You think you can help us fight better? I'm really enjoying this. Like, I don't know about all that hard work shit you're talking about. You know, but I like this fighting. I think I'm good at it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that is my job mostly, to be honest. So, you know. What are you trying to? What do you mean fighting? You're like a wizard, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have to like read stupid books and things like that. But
Stupid. I don't know. Oh, books are good, man. Teach you a thing or two.
Nah,
yeah, I
but they're
don't-
definitely kind of like.
I mean, you can store weapons in them and things like that, but I don't really other have use for them. But yeah,
Or a weapon in a book.
But I still think I'm pretty good at fighting. Like, I mean, I haven't done a lot of fighting. I'm mostly, just like in bars and stuff, and like, I'm pretty good at cannonballs and things like that. But we've been fighting a bunch since we got here, and I feel like I was like made for this stuff.
Cannonballs.
He did cannonball into a giant pie and splash half his fucking circus.
Like a diving cannonball, like into a water cannonball.
Into a giant pie. Yeah.
That's a style of fighting, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, a cannonball is cannonball, right?
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you'd pull that off in a fight, but creative.
No one expected it.
Oh, this was during a fight.
And we were all covered. No, we weren't fighting. He just fucking did it.
Oh, okay. I'm confused.
Yeah.
I'm getting two different vibes.
No, he's just good at cannonballing. I'm confirming that he is good at it. I've seen him do it.
All right, well, he'll
I've known a lot of
jot
fighters. He's
down
been
in his
great.
notepad, good at cannonballs. Anyway, any other questions, or are we good? I didn't want y'all. I wasn't trying to mislead anybody. Nobody really asks. So, but obviously y'all are unfamiliar with the situation. So,
I'm not familiar with the situation that we're in, much less with the situation you're in.
I'm talking about our situation. Yeah, me and whatever Ruck was doing. I don't know how he was handling it, but probably not great.
No, I think he did great. Yeah, I saw this dude with an alligator in his leg for like a solid minute. I think he did great.
To be fair, he'd probably do that when he was still alive, honestly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, unless you got any other questions, we can move forward with the balloon heist.
Yeah. Balloon.
There's also this helmet, if anybody wants this helmet.
Ooh.
There's a helmet?
You know what?
The helmet, I forgot about the helmet.
How does this helmet, like a normal human-sized helmet, fit on
Yeah,
a
looks like it.
person's head?
Seems to be.
Out of character. That looks like an intellect helmet.
Yeah, could I just stick this on my head real quick?
The brain has got me thinking.
You can, and like you put it on. It's a little bit big. No, you're an elf, so no, it fits normal size, and you see out one side, and your vision's kind of purpled out because you're like looking through some sort of like gem or purpled glass.
No.
Nothing's
I'm
happening.
just gonna like raise my arms, kind of like a zombie, like ooh, brain.
It's taking her over.
Oh no, she's being reborn, guys. No,
Take her
no.
down.
No, I'm fine. I don't feel any different, right? Right?
No, you feel perfectly normal.
No, this might be nice, prevent somebody from trying to get into my head or something. Can I wear this, guys? I'm just gonna wear this, guys.
Ain't gonna
Good
fit
look.
me.
Yeah.
He's gonna put his jacket and gloves back on, also.
Why do you wear protective equipment over your... Like, why do you need gauntlets?
Oh, it's just built in. It's not separate. It's just part of my arm.
You said you put your gauntlets back on, right?
No, my gloves. He has gloves that cover them. Yeah.
I got
your
gloves.
Your gloves shredded.
Oh
while
right.
you were in
Well,
the
he'll
fight.
put whatever's left.
He'll put the tattered remains back on his feet.
Why do you put gloves on?
Most people aren't used to seeing somebody in my condition, so I try and keep it as normal as possible. Plus, we try to be very discreet when we do have activities. So if I go in there looking like I do. Well, this is a different scenario.
Okay.
I'm stuck here with you guys. I'd rather have you guys trust me than worry about that. But typically, if it all would have went to plan, even if somebody did remember seeing me, they would just say a nondescript guy in a jacket. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Totally. You look super nondescript.
I mean,
Also-
in this place.
Also, you diving in water didn't short circuit anything.
No, I'm not. I'm not electric. Nah, we're good. They're all mechanical.
So you don't rust or nothing?
I mean, if I just sat out in the rain for a long time, maybe. But nah, this stuff doesn't rust. It's really good.
He actually.
You guys have like something falls out.
He actually hit metal. That's fucking. All right. Well, yeah, I'm down to go kill some balloons.
Kill some balloons? I thought we were just gonna take balloons.
Oh. Yeah, that too.
He's gonna pop the balloon as soon as we see it.
Let's get a balloon.
A balloon.
All right. Cool. So we will wrap there for our break. Okay, you guys make it back into Downfall. A little past morning light. And you wade your way back in, moving as stealthily as you can. Everybody go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Yeah. Let's see if it naturally rolls that. But I don't. You know, it could be worse. Let me roll again. I could get that nat 1. It's an 11.
Okay, does everybody have good vision?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. The fog is clearing. And you all have it's a sunny day, it's bright outside. It's about 120 feet worth of straight up vision. And how do we do on those rolls while I was fixing set vision? Let me fix up sorry, still had Waylon Ash's mysterious figure. Okay, so 11, a 7, 19, 13, a dirty 20, an 11.
I don't know if Mike's back yet.
Oh, okay. Okay, Clapper Claw's coming in at a dirty 20. And Mogwart coming in an 8, because she's got plate armor as well.
Clink clank, here comes the tanks.
Alright, I'll go ahead and roll for Eli since he's not back yet. 16. Okay, so overall,
Is Eli at disadvantage too?
yes, he is, I believe. Let me double check that on D&D Beyond. Yes, he is.
So it's a very clinkety clackety party we've got here. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so that's a 7. Okay. Yes, we've got a 7. We've got an 8. Got a dirty 20. Got a 19. Got an
11.
11.
A 13.
A 13. Kevis, what'd you get? 20?
20.
Okay. Kevis saving the group.
I want people
Yeah, you
back.
guys sound like a... Typically, you guys sound like a walking pots and pans store.
It sounds like a bunch of guards are on their way to somewhere.
Yeah, but Kevis, with his knowledge of how to move and whatnot, he grabs some grass, stuffs it up in between the plates on your noisiest parts. It dampens the sound enough that you get into Downfall without anybody bothering you. You don't see anybody nearby.
So the balloon was just over yonders, that way?
Mm-hmm.
So, let's go!
If you guys get on board Zarius and I can untie it.
Oh,
Evis is gonna go over to Morgot and do you know where to get on? Is this sitting above the water?
A little bit. So the basket is floating about 10 feet above the water level, and you have to come over. Oh, and she says, well, typically you have to take a boat over there and just use a stick. There's a rope ladder. You unravel it, and then you can climb up, and then somebody takes the boat back to the dock. That's the typical routine.
So Kevis will go over to Eli. Got your boat?
Yep.
All right. I guess everyone that can't fly, let's get in the boat, get into the balloon, and then Moose, Zarius, like you said, go ahead and untie it, and we're all in.
Sounds good.
Okay, we got Mike.
Mike, you're muted, I think.
Hey, no boat for you. No. What the fuck are we doing? I'm sorry. I was checked out there for a second.
So, the non-flyer is gonna hop in the boat, go under the basket. So there's a rope ladder. We pull it down. We all get in. Moose and Zarius are untying it from. What is it tied to?
There's like 4 or 5 little posts that are sticking outside of the muck. They've got like a cut inside of them, so the rope like cinches inside, wraps around a few times, and then knots off.
Okay. So yeah, they'll get it unhooked from the post, and she'll fly it out of here.
Okay. So what do we? I mean, let's see. Just in our grand plan, once they untie it and this thing starts flying off, what do us in the boat do?
No, we're getting in the basket before they undo it. We have to pull the rope ladder down that's on the basket. We climb up into the basket, and then Moose and Zarius unhook it, and then we take off.
Somebody's gonna have to hang onto the bottom of the rope ladder and do the sigil on the boat so you can climb up with your boat.
I can do that.
Fine.
I mean, I have the strength to hold on to a rope and write a sigil.
Whatever. Here's the boat, and I'll fucking draw the sigil and throw it in the water.
And where are you doing that? Are you doing that up here?
Where the fuck the group needs it? I don't know. Where do you guys want it? I don't know. Just throwing it in the water right next to us. Yeah.
There's rocks in the water. How are we gonna get this thick boat past the rocks right over here?
There's a gap in the rocks over here,
That's thanks to Kevis.
so you can swim it around.
Okay.
Do that, or just walk up to the shore right in front of the balloon.
Yeah.
Kevis just starts walking up this way.
Sounds good. You guys moving stealthily or just getting up there?
Kevis would be stealthy.
I don't think there's ever a time when you're stealthy.
She can try to be stealthy.
Wait, what
Okay,
was
so
the
yeah,
stealth check
series of
before
stealth
then?
rolls leading up to this point.
Just as stealthy as she was before.
Oh, good. I failed that. Love that.
Oh my god! 2 nat 20s. Or
2 nat ones.
Or 2 nat 1s, not nat 20s. Nat 1s.
Okay.
Question.
Oh.
What was the original stealth rolls for them?
Getting into town
Okay.
unaccosted.
Got a little too
Okay.
confident there, I guess.
Okay, yeah, you guys feel As far as you guys know, you are being stealthy as hell. But you get up here, and so who's the first one to... Eli, is it you, or are you going up to the shore?
Yeah, I guess I'm going up to the shore and throwing the boat.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. Eli, as you go up, you draw the sigil, you toss it, and there's a moment where you're looking at the boat in your hand, and it leaves your hand and splashes down. And in that moment, there's this green tentacle coming up from the water, right where you had it kind of blocking your own vision.
Great.
Oh, there we go.
Froghemoth? What the?
That's going to be a 26 to hit, and I need everybody to roll initiative in a moment as I gather everybody up.
Plus 10 to...
Yeah, go ahead and roll. But it gets a surprise round on you, because you guys were not stealthy, you weren't looking. Alright, and then Clapperclaw and Mugwort. So this tentacle shoots out of the water, wraps around Eli, crushes him. And Eli, you take... $17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Good morning. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't realize I was muted.
What is this?
And you see this tentacle attached to this large creature as it comes out. At first you see like a little periscope set of triplet eyes. You're like, okay, what is this thing? And then it begins to emerge, and the water swells up in like this round cacophony, almost like a submarine coming out of the water below. It just spills over this enormous face, long tentacles, and it opens its mouth, and a very long tongue comes out with almost like a pad at the end meant for grappling, and it just looks at you.
Hey, look,
That
it's
is
me.
That is a Froghemoth.
Okay.
Just making up words now, huh?
Welcome to D&D. Okay, and so that's its first attack. It gets a surprise round on anybody who does not have alert.
Everybody.
Got alert.
Oh, do not have alert.
Okay, so Celesta, you get to... So after the Froghemoth's turn, you get to have your turn, and then we'll start regular combat.
Okay.
So you see this happening, and like the little eyes pop above the water. And then grabs Eli, starts to haul him into the air as this large thing comes out of the water, and you are ready to go faster than everybody else. But that's the...
Like, kind of like grabbing Eli.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's grabbing Eli. And Eli, you are grappled. Eli is grappled. Where's the signal for that? There we go.
Okay. You know what?
And it's going to... Okay, it's going to use its tongue attack to lash out and grab onto Eli and pull them in and try to swallow him. So Eli, I need you to make a strength saving throw for me, please.
Is this is not a disadvantage? Okay, cool.
No, it's just no. You're just in place.
Try
Yeah,
to
that
use
is-
my reaction to like grab him.
You cannot.
Okay.
You don't have like a reverse grapple ability. So all that does is pulls Eli into 5 feet within him, and now he's going to go for a bite attack. And this is just straight up.
Morgan, with this being a surprise, would I have a reaction or no?
You do not have a reaction.
That's what I thought.
So there's a 27 to hit on Eli.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh!
And that is 18 points of piercing damage. As it, like, the tongue draws you into its mouth, takes a bite, and you see it go. And Eli is disappeared. Eli is now blinded and restrained.
Great.
And grappled.
And no longer grappled.
Yay.
Okay, and then you fall down into its belly, and the acid begins to sting and burn as soon as you hit it. You don't take any damage yet, but you will at the beginning of its next turn. So that's it's part of its turn, and then Celesta sees you, and it goes for another tentacle attack.
And it'll just be a normal roll. Because
Yeah, this is just a normal roll, absolutely.
Frick. Jeez. That'll hit. I don't
That'll hit. Yep.
don't know how that in whatever world that wouldn't hit in. Oh my good lord.
That is a high damage roll. That is 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
GG boys, let's go back after this to sleep.
Just to clarify, out of game, just something that just happened. This thing just did 55 damage in one turn in a surprise round.
In a surprise round. That is correct.
Surprise. This is a little bit of an emergency. I'm gonna have to do a little recall of my shadow.
Okay, you bring your shadow out.
Bit smash. My shadow's gonna be right there. Like,
Okay.
great. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, I'm going to do. Jeez, Christ. What am I? Yes. Okay, that's lovely. I might as well do 2 attacks from my shadow's position. I'm gonna hex him first. I'm gonna
Okay.
use. Actually, I can't because I put on my shadow, so I'm not gonna hex him.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. This thing had a reach of. Well, it obviously hit me, so.
10 feet. Oh, so it would have had to move to hit you. So it would be there.
Okay. I'll put my shadow right there then. I don't like that. Maybe you know what? I might just use my action to disengage away from this thing. I don't like this. I'll just attack. Only option here. My shadow will do 2 attacks. 19
Okay,
hit.
19 definitely hits. This thing is big, easy to target it.
For 12 damage.
Just 12 damage. All right, nice. Carve into it, and
she'll,
it's almost like cutting through blubber. Just small.
She'll attack again. I think 27 hits.
27 definitely hits.
For sweet 14 damage.
14. Oh, also, you are grappled because of the attack that hit you last time. So,
Lovely.
does that... if you want to, you can target the the you can target the tentacle itself.
Would it be at disadvantage?
No.
No,
Grapple
it
just changes your movement
Yeah.
speed.
Yeah.
Could I have attacked that tentacle then?
Yeah, you definitely can. Sheesh, you're with high damage rolls and high attack rolls. Okay. It's 14 more. Oh, sheesh. Okay. Yeah, you slice it a couple times. And you actually manage to sever the tentacle that's holding you. And the tip falls off into the water, starts splashing around. And like
Nice.
and stops moving. You are no longer grappled. You dealt strong damage, and it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Fail.
Wow.
The gods have answered my prayers.
I'm just reading this to make sure I got it properly. Okay. Yeah, it fails, even though it's got a really strong Constitution save. Oh wait, I would have. That was a saving throw. Okay, yeah. Even though it's got a really high Constitution save, it rolled super poorly. It was not expecting that much damage, or like in the shock from losing one of its limbs. You see it go, and it barfs Eli up straight onto the ground in front of him, and you are no longer grappled or restrained or blinded. You are now just covered in frog sick.
No, I'm back.
Oh god.
All right, nice. Okay, so now we start the real combat initiative, starting with Kevis.
Fuck. Zephyr Strike.
Okay, go for it.
So I'll do that. Get up. I can hit him from the shore, right?
Depends on if you're melee, yes, you can hit him from the shore.
Right. So I would. Okay. Well, I'll be on the shore, not in the water. But anyways, take a hit at him.
Ooh, all right. Saved you from a natural 1, but that does not hit. Natural armor is higher than that. You go in and you hit it, and you actually kind of reverb into it, and the blow almost curves around the length of your sword, leaving just a very small cut. It's almost like punching a waterbed, and it just kind of ripples through, and the blow doesn't connect.
Seeing that, I'm backing up since I still have Zephyr Strike, right?
For the remainder of the turn, let me double check Zephyr Strike. As soon as you activate it,
Concentrate up to a minute.
so this is an interesting thing. I think the way that I interpret Zephyr Strike is once you use the attack, the concentration portion of it is consumed.
That's fine. So I'll still have. Yeah, I'm backing up then.
Okay. You're backing up. It is going to take an attack of opportunity against you if you do.
But I not get my. With the Zephyr, since I've used Zephyr Strike? My.
No, it's once you activate it, and then before you finish concentrating on it. I don't know. Let me.
No,
see
you
if
get the
there's-
movement. You get the movement until the spell ends, which is a minute.
Only get advantage once though.
Yeah, and then you get advantage once, but you get the movement and no opportunity for the full minute.
Yeah, this is.
Otherwise, it would be pretty dumpster spell.
No, it's a strong spell, even if it only lasts until you utilize it, because you can charge it and hold it for a minute. So I'm looking online.
If that's the case, I would have done something completely different.
I don't know. I don't think it would say once before the spell ends you can give yourself advantage if it just ended when you did that.
Then like rogue steady aim is pretty busk.
I think the walking speed is only for that turn, but the opportunity, I think,
Yeah,
sticks.
it says whether you hit or miss, your walking speed increases by 30 till the end of that turn.
Yeah, I feel like it would say it ends after you activate it.
Until the spell ends, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Okay, so that's an entire minute. Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack.
So if he drops concentration,
Like, I think the first part is the
It's
spell, and the other part
Yeah,
is just like
it's-
an extra thing you get from it.
I think I was lumping the opportunity attacks in with the second part. So, okay, yes, because you cast Zephyr Strike, you are now concentrating on Zephyr Strike, and you have it for 1 minute. So you are not provoking opportunity attacks.
Backing up. 5, 10,
Okay,
15,
backing up.
20. Behind Zeret. Whoa. Wait, what is going on?
Might be lagging a little.
Yeah, there we go. Behind Zarius, and then for free action, just switch out my swords for my bow.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, next up is the Froghemoth again. It's going to look over here, and it's going to... use its tongue attack to try to lure Ash in. So Ash, the tongue comes out, wraps around you, and starts to pull. Need you to make a strength saving throw, please. Okay, 15 is not enough. You are dragged closer to this thing into the water, up to there. This one, it's going to use its bite attack on you, just going to turn over and try to swallow you whole. Oh, boy. Trying to get my... How do I add new actions and stuff into the Argon?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
I've never seen it from your side, so I don't know any of the DM abilities.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it work, but I'll just do it manually. So this is here's just the normal attack. That's going to be a 14.
Nope.
Okay, so this comes in, and the mouth comes open, and you just reach out your metal hands, just grasping the thing's face, and you manage to push it off a bit. No bite connects. Okay, and then it's going to try to grapple you and try to grapple Celeste. So 2 tentacle attacks coming. First one coming at Celeste.
this thing has that do miss.
Okay, 18 misses. The second one going towards Ash. And that is 16 to hit.
That miss. That do miss.
That do miss. Okay, so everything except for getting Waylon closer this time around, it just lashes out the two of you being very defensive and coordinating, just blocking it all off. It seems frustrating. You hear... Okay, so Celeste, your turn.
Nice. Okay. So, okay, well that will work for that. She can't. Yeah, okay. Well, she'll have to do that because she doesn't want to be there. So she'll have her shadow attack.
Okay. 19 hits, definitely.
Okay. So, go ahead and do her next attack as well.
Okay, 9 damage.
21 hits to
Uh,
hit.
21 to hit. That'll hit.
For a little more damage.
Okay, for 13. Yeah, you just continue to carve into this thing, just slice after slice.
And her, yeah. Continue.
It's got a lot of body to go through. So you're still trying to get it in there, but make it happen, but it's a little rough.
And then Shadow's gonna take a step back. And another step. And 5. And then she's gonna swap places with it.
Okay, sounds good. She's gonna blink out.
Yep. And that'll be your turn.
Okay. Ash, you are up, followed by Moose.
Can I use my free action, the item interaction, to activate my mask?
Yeah, easily. Just
Okay. And then this thing is big as fuck, like, right? Half of it's probably underwater kind of thing, or is it like all on the
it's-
surface?
No, still half of it's underwater.
All right, can I dive down like 10 feet? Oh, I just got pulled forward, but I'm not grappled, right?
You are not grappled, I don't think.
Like he pulled
Nope,
forward and
just,
let me go.
It just yanks you forward and tried to bite you afterwards.
Can I dive 10 feet down?
You don't have 10 feet to go.
Oh,
I
we're
guess
like
you
in the
can-
shallows.
Yeah,
guess-
you're in the shallows. You could dive down, but you'd have to kind of try to go more for like a flanking position to get down 10 feet.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever
Okay.
works. I just want to get under the water
Yeah. Okay.
to strike him.
Interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Dicks.
And I will use my gauntlet attack.
Yeah, so yeah, you'd have to move 5, 10, 15,
So 20 to
not.
hit?
20 there. Yeah, 20 hits. And I'd say you are in flanking position with Eli, so go ahead and roll again. You've got advantage.
Okay. Yeah, still the 20.
Okay, yeah, the 20 will hit.
Okay, that's going to be 11 thunder damage.
Okay. 11 thunder damage, and there's this pulsing sound underneath.
And then I'm going to use my bonus attack. Let me double check that I have this right. Sorry, 1 second. Yep, okay. So I use my bonus attack to hit him with the other one.
Okay.
Oh shit, I didn't advantage, sorry.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So 13.
13. 13 does not hit this time. The constitution of this thing just, you hit it and it more like reverbs back at you, pushing the gauntlet away.
Okay. That is my turn. Yep.
Okay, over to Moose then. Bane Moose becomes a Boos.
Boost.
Mm-hmm.
I yell out Bane, and I bane it. Try to bane it. That's say 15 DC charisma.
Charisma. It's got a really high charisma, you know. This is gonna go well.
That a frog
I
does.
figured as much.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, okay, it's successfully baned. For sure.
Wow.
Okay.
I like to think that I intimidated it just a little there. And then, yeah, as a bonus action, I will say heal, and I'm gonna cast Healing Word. So many buttons. 7 points of healing to Eli.
Okay, sounds good. Seven points of healing to Eli. Okay, Clapperclaw is next. And he's still hyped up from the battle before. He's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's gonna come up and go for a claw attack against this guy. And that's gonna be a 9. So he comes up and he just claws at it, and it just kind of soft, supple skin surface on one of his tentacles. The claw just glides right off, and he just looks at it. He's like, and like looks up at it and shakes his body, and like his little jawbone on his antler head or on his deer head just goes open and close, and there's kind of this dark aura that shivers off of him, and he's going to try to use his unsettling presence ability at this thing because it's his only bonus action. And that is a wisdom saving throw. And it's got a 24. This enormous frog creature is not intimidated by Clapperclaw. And Clapperclaw like kind of like looks sideways and he's like, what the heck? It worked last time. Zarius, you are up.
Alright, 25. So I'm gonna fly over here. How far would I need to come down to be flanking with Ash?
Ash is about 10 feet below, kind of sucker punching this guy in the glutes. It's actually better if you are elevated maybe about 10 feet above the water. That would be just about perfect flanking with him.
Okay, so then I will come down. Then I will stab him with my spear. My blood spear.
Okay. Uh, 20 will hit. Okay, 10 piercing damage, just gouging into him. The spear comes out again. It makes kind of a sickening pop as the flesh kind of conforms around it and then like releases it after its like rubbery texture.
Great, and then I'm gonna use a key point and then do flurry of blows.
Okay.
The first one's a 21.
Okay, 21 does hit.
I did 6 for the first one, and then I'll do the second one. Is it 23?
And 23 still hits, yep. Okay, go ahead and roll damage there. That's a 7 more.
Alrighty.
Alright,
so I'll
nice.
do that. And then I'm going to fly up another 5 feet. And that'll be my turn.
Okay, that'll be your turn, getting out of melee range. Eli, you are on the ground. You smell terrible. Both you smell bad, and what you smell right now smells bad, as it's covered on your body.
Use my
You're
half my. Oh,
there. You go.
I use half my movement to stand up,
Cool.
and then I'll start off by casting Hex on it.
Okay. Gotcha.
I'll throw my squid hat on the ground. Fucking. I hate this. Hold on a second. Let me do it this way. I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds on it at the second level.
Okay, sounds good. Everywhere that it's cut and it's kind of oozing out this kind of like gelatinous, fatty blood mixture, all of those oozes become black and drippy as Eli's Hex gets it. Alright, go for Inflict Wounds, and that'll be at advantage because you're flanking with Ash.
No, okay. If I'm at advantage, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. 17 hits.
Yep.
Alright, go ahead and inflict wounds.
Jesus.
Ooh, good roll, too. Nice.
Plus a d6. Alright.
Whoa.
38.
Alright, you want to describe the way this is looking as you get a serious hit in for 28 points of damage from a single spell.
Suffer.
Yes. So you'll see me put my hands on this thing, and then you'll see like cracks of green light and like energy pulsing through in the vicinity of where my hands are touching it, and then it just kind of sears deep into its skin.
Nice, those cracks just kind of blasting out. And the cracks kind of continue along the body of this thing, and it roars up.
That'll end my turn.
That's a decent turn. Okay. Next up is Mogort. She says, "Oh God, I can't believe that Illig actually used this thing." So she's gonna run up and she's going to do a froggy leap. She's actually gonna like jump on this thing's face over Clapperclaw's head, and she's going
wild.
and she's going to use she's gonna attack this thing twice with her glaive. That is 8 to hit. That does not hit. The first one she kind of slips and has to like catch herself and like rebalance. And the second one is also an 8. All she manages to do is like grab onto the eye stalk and like hold on and like manage not to fall off. But she's mounted on the thing. Got it on the ropes.
Cool while doing it.
She looks great. Actually, I'm gonna give her a dexterity saving throw just to see if she keeps it up or if she's fallen off.
Oh my god.
Nope, she falls off. She lands in the. She tries the first one. She's all right. The second one, it jerks, and it especially because it's thrashing wildly from this massive blow that Eli dealt it, and she falls into the water. Just. And technically that's more than 10 feet of height, so she takes reduced because of the water. That is 3 points of bludgeoning damage to her.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so Margaret flops her turn hard. You can tell that she is frightened of this thing. But her knightly training, her sense of duty, propels her forward to do something about it. But she is not a fan of being around this thing. Kevis, you are up.
Firing the bow at it.
Okay, fire in the bow. Go for your shot. $15 does hit.
Thank God.
This thing is about as wide as a barn. Easy to hit this thing.
Oh, lovely. Damage. Love that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Zephyr Strike doesn't count because you attempted to. The damage doesn't apply because you already attempted the empowered strike with your advantage last time. So right now, all you have left is the extra speed, or is the
speed and the opportunity attacks.
the opportunity movement.
Yeah, the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Okay, so yeah, and make sure you're please call out that you're targeting somebody else's favorite foe.
Oh yeah.
So that's 9 points of piercing damage onto this guy. Well, Dreadful Strikes is psychic damage.
I think so.
It is.
Okay. Okay, doesn't make a difference. I was just clarifying for myself. All right, so that's Kevis's turn. Oops, I did that wrong. And then next up is the frog. Sorry guys, I need to refresh. I accidentally minimized and put my Foundry on a different screen. Okay, so the frog this time very frustrated, very angry at Eli for the damage that it just dealt to it. And it's going to go for a bite on Eli. It wants to swallow him again.
Use a luck point on this, no matter what.
Okay. So in that case, I'll just roll at disadvantage.
Yep.
Ooh.
12. All right, nice. Okay. The second one, it's gonna try to grapple you to make you squirm away less.
Fine.
This one is just a normal attack. That'll be 23 to hit.
Minus a D4.
That is fair. Because it is bang, so that's 19 to hit.
Still hits.
Still hits?
I'll
Okay.
use my reaction on that one.
To silvery barbs it?
Yep.
Okay. Who's getting the advantage?
Fucking hell. Eli.
Okay, Eli gets the advantage. It's the same roll, so either way it hits. So the damage comes in from the tentacle. That'll be 21 points of bludgeoning damage. It comes through, very upset with you, just grabs you and you hear the strain of several keys pressing against each other and grinding. And you see Eli just,
Yeah.
Damn.
No.
Damn it.
you know. And Silvery Barb's technically still is active right now,
Yep.
even though he's unconscious.
Nice.
Okay. So then
Wait.
it's gonna use its tongue to try to grab Zarius and draw it closer. So Zarius is gonna lash out at you. Try to grab on. I need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Oh, strength is not our strong suit. Oh,
Ooh, it is today.
it is today.
Okay, it manages to grab you around the legs, and with a very large push, you just like it actually like strains your. I don't know the anatomy of birds. Whatever the joint is that actually connects the wings to the rest of the body, it strains that. You feel like you're definitely going to be sore tomorrow in that space, but you do manage to break away from it. And this guy is now getting pretty frustrated with all this. And this time, next he's gonna spin around and like slam a tentacle down against. He's no longer hexed. Okay, cool.
Oh, he's been attacking people this whole time, hasn't he?
He has.
He's
You don't have
supposed to
Sentinel
have.
anymore, do you?
No, he was supposed to have disadvantage on all of those attacks
Oh,
if they
that's
weren't
right,
against
because
me.
Because of your Thunder Gauntlets.
Yeah.
He already had disadvantage on them because they were silver barbering them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, Kevis, I will say that because of that, though, you get to keep your silvery barbs. So, reclaim that spell slot.
It was an ability. How do I? It doesn't
Or
use a spell
you
slot.
reclaim the ability.
Just
You
go
can
to
you can
your-
change the charges.
Just unclick
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
but Eli
doesn't do
won't
anything.
have. Eli won't have
Advantage.
his advantage.
If you
Okay,
edit
so-
the ability, you'll be able to add a charge.
Yeah. This guy comes around, and this time, like, he's feeling frustrated at you, Ash, so he's gonna swing down and go for a tentacle attack on you now.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Oh, good. New character. We're learning. Oh boy, natural 20 for a 30 total.
I
regret
everything.
Now would be a good time to silver barbs.
Yep.
I'll
Definitely using it.
He's barbering. He's barbering.
Yeah.
What's the range on silvery barbs?
60 feet.
He's
60?
Yeah.
Okay. Never
Excellent.
mind. You already. Can I take that back? No, Kivas, you already used a reaction. Let me have my moment. All right, here it is again.
Don't have that moment. Still
Okay.
hits.
It's still gonna
fine.
hit,
Fucking-
and I'll re-roll the damage because it's not a critical anymore. Okay, so that is
Much
17 points of bludgeoning damage.
More
And
reasonable.
You are
Way
grappled.
more reasonable.
You're the tank. If anybody can take 33 points and be fine, it's you.
I would not be fine.
He would be very
Also-
hurt, just like the rest of us.
Also, I'm giving back advantage to Eli.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
All right, Celesta, over to you.
And also to clarify for my 2 previous ones, I was using Unleashed Incarnate for the second attacks.
Sorry, can you say that again? Your mic's a
I
little far away.
did use Unleashed Incarnate for the 2 second attacks that I did, so I've marked those off on my sheet.
Oh, cool. Sounds great.
And I guess I'll have my, if I didn't have that selected, I actually can't see with her, so I have to like switch between views. That's right. That's where I want her. Would she get flanking with our dear underwater scuba diver?
Yes, you would.
Okay. And she'll do her attack from her Echo's position with
Okay.
advantage because, yes, it's 16 hit.
16 does hit.
Okay. So there's that.
Okay, 11 points of damage.
And, does she do that? You know what? I'm an idiot. Could I have put Hex on him first?
Yes, you can.
Didn't you already do that?
No, because I had used my bonus action.
Oh, that's right. So
that would have just been 1 necrotic damage.
1 extra. Okay, perfect.
But he also is now disadvantage on strength checks
Why?
because it's Hex.
This,
The target has disadvantage on ability checks made with a chosen ability.
yeah. It's something I don't ever call out. That's something I
Yeah.
never call out, but I just it's a feature of it. I can
Okay.
call out, you could call out anything and make it a disadvantage.
Yeah, you're hexing that skill. That's why it's so strong against a lot of enemies.
You know.
Yeah. Well, all right then.
And she'll use her last Unleashed Incarnate to do 1 more attack.
Okay, go for it.
Right, 25 to hit.
Just the fact that there is no save or anything against Hex is what makes that ridiculously strong.
Yeah, there's so little things that call it, like unless you're doing like wisdom saving throws or sometimes Constitution saving throws. It doesn't come up that often.
Yeah,
For
con saves would be the best one to ever.
Yeah, con saves are pretty much the bigger one. Yeah.
And then it'll be +4 necrotic.
It's ability. It's an ability check, not a saving throw.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
true.
It's not really
Yeah.
the same thing. It's not that good.
Yeah, it's more of an out of combat than anything.
You know?
It's really
Yeah.
not.
And then he'll take the Hex for.
By the way,
No.
screw you, Jax, for making fun of me for my weekly waterbed reference.
I mean, every week you get a water bed in there.
And
You're right. There's something about hither that makes me think of that, I guess.
I like it. It's a good tradition to move forward with.
Okay, Ash, you are up. As you guys are just like this enormous thing comes out, pummels Eli repeatedly, and then you guys in turn just begin pummeling it.
As it should.
And from the distance, you start to hear shouts.
Do I hear shouts underwater?
It's underwater.
No, you don't hear.
Okay.
You hear screaming and pounding and cutting.
Okay, I'm gonna keep pounding then. Hit him with the 1-2 combo here.
Yep.
Advantage, right? To the flank.
Advantage.
25.
Okay, 25 will hit.
That's gonna be 10 thunder damage. And I'm gonna
10
swing
thunder.
the other guy.
Okay.
17.
Okay, both of them hit.
And this will be a little less damage. 7.
7. Okay. Sounds great. Yeah, you just continue to beat on this thing, just hitting it again and again in the same spot, and the flesh underneath begins to just kind of collapse with each blow. It starts to like lean back, losing some of its balance.
All right, it's my turn.
Yep. All right, and Moose.
Oh, and it has disadvantage again against anyone but me.
Yeah. That's why I put that little holy shield marker on
Okay.
it. I'll figure
Yeah.
out something like that for later. Le Moose.
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna shoot off a firebolt at it this time.
Go for it. Okay, 19 hits. Goes out and just sears kind of across the crop of it, across the top of its mouth. Just but with its wet skin, it resists the fire.
Oh.
And it only takes 1 point of fire damage.
Oh, sadness.
Yeah.
As a bonus action, I will cast a healing word again
Okay.
and say heal. And
I love it. Ew.
7.
Okay. Okay. Eli is no longer unconscious, but he is, he is still grappled. So he wakes up like slightly in the air from this thing. Okay.
You ever see those videos where people pass out on rides and like come
Yeah.
to and then they're screaming and then they pass back out? That's what Eli, I feel like, has been these last 2 combats. I feel bad.
A little bit.
It's
Yeah,
super
next
fun.
up is
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up is Clapperclaw, and he's gonna run over to the frog and attack the tentacle and let go of my friend. And he like puts his hands around it and just like tries to squeeze down as hard as he can. And technically he's got advantage on this because Mohart's on the other side, even though she's prone in the mud.
Legend! No way! The legend! The living legend!
Legend continues.
The legend continues.
That Clapperclaw's God module though, so good. Okay, so critical hit. Decent hits. So that's
Damn.
12. That is 12 points of slashing damage onto the tentacle. And, because it's a natural 20, it doesn't sever it, but it pinches through, starts to cut out, and he is going to let go of Eli. Eli's back on the ground. No longer grappled, but prone. And Clapperclaw's gonna... He doesn't get his scare tactic back yet. He's like, that's right! You better run! Zarius, you're up.
All right, so I'm gonna come flying down out of the sky again and stab him with my spear.
Okay. Go for it. And this thing is super rough at this point. Blood kind of spraying and oozing everywhere. Not much left to this dude. Okay, 26. Go ahead and roll that damage. Okay, 10.
All right, and then I will another key point and do flurry of blows again.
You don't need to.
Oh,
He
okay. Dead.
Go ahead and take it down, buddy.
All right, so what I'd like to do is you actually see Zarius disappear. He flies up about 20 feet and then comes flying down out of that like a bolt of lightning, and then the whole spear just goes to the top of his head, and he just runs him all the way down into the water, and then you see the water start swirling with all of his blood, and then it sucks up into the spear, and then it sucks up into Zarius's body, and you see him, and he gets a little bit, he looks a little bit hardier, and so it's 11 temporary hit points.
Yeah. And Ash, as that happens, you're sitting there. You're just this thing's grabbing you. You're just like punching it in the back, and you see kind of this, and like this blood, kind of come out around you, and then it goes limp, and there's an enormous splash and gets everybody soaked. Just absolutely dumps on the hot air balloon in the basket. And it is dead and gone. Zarius got the kill, and you hear Morgort sit up and, oh my god, you did it. That thing is essentially the boogeyman.
Oh.
I can't. Oh, God, I've been hearing about that thing since I was a child. Anyways, time to go. As you start to hear the clinking of more frogs running to your location, that only took about 15 seconds or so for you guys to all cycle around this thing and just damage it to pieces. But you hear the frogs coming to bring you down now. So what are you guys doing?
We're getting in the fucking boat.
Let's get in.
Oh, get in the boat.
I thought we were getting a balloon.
We have to
Yep, you get in
into
the boat, you go over to the balloon, you're able to kind of like knock down the ladder that gets there just for ease of use. You guys are able to get everybody up into there, and then right about the time where and Clapperclaw's like, come here, Lilypad, come here. It just like floats nearby. You guys are able to get off right as the frogs are starting to like encroach, and like some of them are like throwing spears, and you guys can basically take the dodge action to like get up there and like just parry them away from the balloon as best you can. I'm going to Zarius and Moose.
Boy.
What are you guys doing?
Weren't we untying the rest of it while they were getting on there?
Can we just
Untying
cut the
thing?
ropes?
Yeah.
Just cut the ropes.
Cutting the ropes.
Yeah, we can just. I'll use my dagger and just try to cut it,
Yeah.
get through it quickly. But like, keep as much rope as possible in case we need to tie this thing down somewhere else.
Okay. That's pretty easy to do. The frogs come in and they start throwing spears, but they also are throwing spears at the balloon.
Oh.
The ropes that are connected to the balloon, not the post, but to the actual balloon, what's it connected to?
The very top of the balloon.
Okay.
It's like tied into that.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah. So Zarius and Moose, you guys can either cut the ropes or defend the balloon. Your choice.
I can have my shadow cut the ropes.
I will defend the balloon then.
Yep,
The ropes
defending the
are-
balloon.
If they're gonna
Alright.
cut the rope, then I can defend the balloon.
Yeah, we can
And
cut the
my
ropes
shadow-
from inside too, if we really
My
have to.
shadow-
You're talking about getting on top of the balloon and
Yeah,
cutting
it's
it?
all the way at the top. That's why I asked.
Oh, they're
We
at the
can't
top.
reach it.
Sorry, never
Yeah.
mind. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Can't
Yeah,
we
it's like
cut the
holding
balloon?
it down
For
from.
some reason,
the
I thought it was
top of
holding like the
balloon.
basket. Yeah, no, I got you.
No.
Can't we cut the ropes from the base?
Yes.
You can, yeah, your shadow can go out and like even like stand on the post and like cut it, or you can shoot an arrow at it or whatever. There's or
My
firebolt.
shadow's gonna go out
You guys
and
have
cut those
options.
rooms then.
Oh, cool.
Alright,
If
guys,
they
see you
can't cut
now.
it, then let me do this then. Since Moose is defending it and I'm faster than he is, then I will fly around and I'll cut them at the base.
Yeah, could you
Okay.
put the one back?
Okay, sounds good. Moose, I'm going to attack you 3 times with your at disadvantage because if you're kind of taking the dodge action, like waiting for it to like come up and like get rid of it. So
Lily
first one
pad.
is
Could the lily pad act as like a, a shield?
the lily pad is useless. Okay, so the first disadvantage. The first one will come in at a 17. What's your armor class, Moose?
As it comes in, I will, just hold up my hand and say shield, and this globe around me will just shimmer for just a second, and I'm now armor class 20 right now.
All right, gotcha. So you go up and just block it with your body. The next spear, little frog throws it. At disadvantage, I get a 1. the guy that just throws it up and you magically block his shield, he just kind of blocks his spear. You kind of stop, and it's in such a way that it messes up the guy right behind him, and they just tumble over and they fall to the ground. And one guy gets up. He's like, oh, his buddy stabbed him instead because I rolled a 1. Because why not? The third one coming in. That's another natural 1. I am full of these tonight.
Yes. Oh yes.
The frog pile continues, and that same dude winds up with the spear in his other leg,
Oh, this poor frog.
and he's sitting on the ground going, "Ah! Ah! Ah!" Straight Ace Ventura-ing it.
I was just posting that.
I couldn't not do it. And you guys successfully cut the ropes and leap into the air, you cut the ropes, throw off some of the weights that hold it down, and the balloon begins to rise. And very quickly you get out of the range of these creatures and their spears, and you are airborne. A lot of you sitting in the flyers, and including Clapperclaw sitting on the lily pad, is outside of the basket just to make sure that there's enough room for the rest of you. 'Cause it's kind of a tight fit. And you guys sail into the air and on your way to thither.
Alrighty.
Complete side note: when we were rushing to get in the boat, Kevis would have grabbed the hat that Eli threw on the ground.
Okay.
He's just holding on to it right now.
It's in very bad shape. It had highly digestive fluids on it.
Mm-hmm.
And its armor class is 3, so.
Armor class.
So yeah, you guys now are flying.
As that last
Very-
rope was cut, my shadow did just jump into the docks and disappear.
Okay.
My echo did.
Yep.
Boop.
Sounds good.
Whew. I was excited.
That's something.
You packed a wallop.
Hopefully,
I
we're
needed
Eli, you packed a wallop back at it.
Then you'll see me fucking sitting there and touching myself, and you'll see little bits of light.
A very small basket.
Yeah.
A lot of privacy.
Hey, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. So you'll see me like trying to tend to do natural heals. Like, yeah, I fucking tried. Thing fucking hurt though, man.
Kevis is gonna wipe off what residue's left on the hat and just put it on top of Eli. Here you go.
I took this off for a reason.
That grosses you out?
You don't know what it's like in there, man.
I bet Pinky would have.
Yeah, probably. Whatever. Hopefully we can restore it. I like this hat. Put it in my pack.
It's a good time for a cigar.
Yeah, how long until we get to wherever the fuck we're going now?
Yeah, Clapper Claw. How long is it gonna take you to show us how to get to Tither?
You guys have probably seen this by now, but it's less about time and space, and it's kind of more just about like hitting the right spots. So, I don't know, we've got a while, maybe a couple hours, if the winds are right. Mogord, are the winds right? She looks down at him. He's like, no, for the moment. It's to be seen if anything changes in the near term. And so you guys, it's like, really, it's like you have to follow kind of like a series of patterns to get there. And like, if you don't follow those patterns, then the mist is just going to straight up block you. You're not going to be able to go anywhere. Or the fog, but I don't know, Bavlorna's gone, but then the hag on the other side is kind of like a two-way wall. So yeah, it's gonna be a minute, guys.
So, take a short rest up here, guys?
Yeah, short or longer rest, depending on the flight.
Yeah.
For people that aren't navigating.
Yeah, I don't need any type of rest, so I'll just stay awake and fly around the balloon and keep a lookout for shit.
I'm glad you know.
This is delicious for Zarius.
This dude never gets hit.
This dude never gets hit.
Like the wind.
Except for that one time.
Except for that one time he almost died, It's fine.
He met a tree.
Broke his wings, couldn't fly.
Kevis is just taking in all of this. Just looking out. He's never been this high up in the sky.
And it's beautiful.
You've never
There's
been
a lot to look at.
in the sky before.
No.
Oh.
Have you been in the sky before?
Yeah,
The fuck?
we're missing out.
I guess.
It's good for scouting.
It is.
How tall is the basket?
Like 5 feet. So it's 4 feet.
Fuck.
You want a view?
Yeah, you want
No.
a boost?
No, I'm just gonna lay down.
Alright.
It's still something to see even when you're laying down and seeing all the clouds so close that you can reach out and touch them.
Are we doing short rest or how long is this
I'm-
flight?
I'm laying down until we're fucking wherever we're going. I'm down for a minute.
Kevis is just looking all around, taking it in.
Gonna take my rest if you guys don't need me. Kind of
Would
hurt.
that be considered a short rest, Morgan, if I'm just sitting there and looking around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's easy enough for you guys to get a a short rest here.
Do Rangers get spell slots back on short rest, or is it long?
No, only person that gets it on short rest is Warlock, and unless you have a feature.
Okay.
Yeah, like you can do sorcery points back, I think, on a short rest if you're a sorcerer.
There's no point in me doing it then.
Oh, wizards do too, I think, but they have to use a feature for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a long rest feat, I think.
It's a short. I mean, you can.
Alright.
Isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, you can do it on
Yeah,
short rest if
sorcerers
you're a
are-
wizard.
Short rest.
Sorcerer is a long rest. But I can bonus action use sorcery points to get
To convert.
spell slots back whenever I want. Yeah.
Don't you get sorcery points on
Sorcery
a short
points
rest?
back on short rest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a long rest.
Oh, for your sorcery points? Oh, it must be later on you get them short rest. All right,
I think so.
never mind.
I think it's a pretty high up there thing where it's like every short rest you get back like some amount of your sorcery points.
So we have enough to do a short rest, Morgan?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are just floating in the air, going along.
While this is happening, still not looking at anyone in particular, Kevis chimes in. Celeste,
What?
so Pinky's your sister.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are. She is a fairy, and you seem to be an elf. What are you look like a human or an elf?
I look like an elf.
Okay.
I've got the pointy ears of one.
Okay. So yeah. So you guys like
What?
blood related?
Yeah.
Want to explain that?
I was a fairy once.
So
The
that's why
Fae's Fae's a crazy place.
you changed it.
You know, anything could happen.
How long you been an elf?
Super long.
So fairies can just turn into elves?
No.
It's not normal, okay? I will be honest, it's not something that normally happens, but sometimes it happens.
You know what else doesn't normally happen?
What?
Tentacles. Tentacles don't normally happen. I was just throwing a boat in the water, and all of a sudden I got a tentacle.
The things like to seem to be trying to want to eat you.
I don't know what
Yeah,
the
well,
fuck it is.
welcome to the Fae, where a lot of things do try to eat you if you eat. It's eat or be eaten, kind of.
I'm now the smallest one here. We had someone smaller who was getting eaten all the time, and it just got transferred to the next smallest person, I think.
Yeah, that's basically how it works. Sucks to be
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Just you wait.
Oh, please tell me that spider didn't fall on my desk.
Oh, creepy. Not okay.
Kevis just kind
How-
of chimes in. Were you an elf
Have
when
I
you
been?
were caught by the hag?
What?
Were you an elf when you were caught by the hag?
No. I was a fairy.
So you became an elf after.
Yeah.
It just kind of sits there, still staring at the sky. She did that to you.
Did
didn't
you
she?
did you always have those antlers?
Nope. Not till I came here.
Hmm.
So, you became an elf when you were captured. Does this have anything to do with the deal? Was that your
I
punishment?
don't know. Oh my gosh, look at how bad her... That's depressing. It's fine. You know, she didn't want to heal it all or anything. I can't really say for sure whether it was part of the deal or not.
How long were you captured?
Honestly, I'm not sure. How long? Didn't really keep track of the days.
Why an elf, do you think?
I don't know.
So you're telling me she just randomly turned into an elf?
Oh, I don't know if I'm necessarily an elf. I look like one. I'm pretty sure I'm still a fey creature.
Elves are fake creatures.
So, yeah, probably an elf.
But you've never left the Fae.
I've never left the Fae. I went from one Fae realm to another. So I don't know if that might have had something to do with it too, but...
I mean, the Fae does change appearance. I mean, wasn't born with these. And well, after he says that, he's looking at the rest of the group. After he says change his appearance.
Yeah, I'm like, nobody else looks weird except that one on the sleeping or resting on the ground, Eli.
Funny enough, he was a lot shorter than what he is now. What he is now.
No, Eli. What are you?
What are you?
Some kind of elf fae thing.
Some kind of goblin Faerun thing.
Okay. Glad to know neither of us super know what we are.
Kevin just shakes his head.
And we don't know really what Mr. Captain Jack over here is.
Captain Jack. He said he was reborn.
The bird?
Yeah, he explained what he was.
I told you exactly what I was.
Apparently, you're Captain Jack.
Would I know anything about the Fae changing people like this, or?
Roll a history check.
$16.
16. It not about that particularly, but you know enough about the Fae and its unstable kind of nature that you're not surprised that some people have that reaction to it.
Well, I mean, apparently, from what I haven't been here before, but from what I've been told, quick briefing before I came, is that this place is pretty volatile. So it's not too shocking that you might react a little weird. Different people, different reactions, kind of thing. So if you didn't have those horns before you got here, it's kind of like some people can't eat certain foods; they get sneezing and stuff like that. It's some people it reacts differently, so maybe that's what.
Like an allergic reaction?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh.
I don't know about yours seems a little serious. Like yours is like his is like you grow some horns, no big deal. But
some like severe allergic reaction.
Well, I'm saying, I mean, grow some horns. Scarecrows come to life. That's a certain, that's one thing. But changing your entire anatomy and species, that's pretty severe.
Morgan, would Kevis? Well, I guess Oberon tell Kevis exactly why he has the horns.
Yeah, he just kind of explained it as sometimes it's the way that the different personalities of the Fae realm mixing with the personality of the person.
Oh,
Sometimes there's a wavelength that the two kind of meet together on or clash against. And the resulting kind of metaphysical clash can actually have physical manifestations.
Okay. I mean,
Like, for instance, Rook, other than being dead, which is weird to all of y'all, did he have anything weird looking about him for a Goliath?
missing, well, one of his
He
eyes.
didn't have an eye.
Yeah.
He didn't have an eye. Like, the
Like
whole
one-
eye was gone?
No, like one was white and then one was like I think blue.
Oh, see, that's weird right there, because normally Goliaths just have white eyes. So,
Yeah.
that could have been something the Fae was, acting weird with him, giving him a blue eye, because normally they just have white eyes.
He also didn't breathe.
Oh, that's standard.
Ender? That's normal?
Well,
was
for
also-
a reborn, yeah, that's standard.
He was also like 9 feet tall and like 7,000 pounds.
For Goliath, yeah.
And, could tank like a boulder.
That's why we like him.
He didn't seem to do too good in water.
He just sunk like a rock.
Yeah, straight to the bottom.
I mean, can you imagine swimming with that kind of body weight?
Manage. My God.
You manage? How you weigh 500 plus pounds?
No, I don't weigh 500 plus pounds. That'd be a little extreme.
I don't know. I'm just trying to list things I know about Rook. No, we know very little about him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I'm
very
just saying
talkative.
that. So the Fae kind of gets a little weird with people. So maybe that's what's happening. I don't know.
Kevin's just
Who,
shaking his head.
Who's in the thither that took stuff? Who's the hag here?
I believe it was Nightshade or Nightstraw, whatever the fuck her name was. Nightingale. I don't remember. What the fuck-
Gabitha?
Yeah.
Nightshade?
Yeah, that
Mhm.
one.
Oh, so
She's
we're
in
going to
front.
another hag right now?
We'll go meet Stephanie. Come on.
Well, it's another hag's.
Food in the microwave.
What?
Food in the microwave.
And we're going to another hag.
Yeah.
That
They're
sounds scary.
Yeah.
It stole from you, right, Eli?
Yeah. Yeah, it has my thing.
Is she scarier than Bavlorna?
Don't know.
You guys didn't happen to make deals with hags, did you? Like,
Not
before
yet.
you got here?
Not yet.
Well, I mean, like a little bit.
Wait,
That's
what?
supposed to
Clapper, you made a deal with a hag, or you saying they
No, these guys did. They were gonna go steal something for her.
Oh, you guys!
That wasn't
No.
a
I
deal.
asked you guys at the beginning if you made a deal.
We didn't
So-
make a deal yet.
Ugh.
And why did
There's
you
no-
want me to take you to thither to find a painting?
Oh my gosh, you guys.
She was asking us to run an errand. We didn't make a deal yet for
You
the errand.
realize
this-
this is a Fae, and they will
this-
twist their words in any way they
this-
can.
This was she said it was an opportunity to earn a deal.
Mm,
Also, Miss made a deal and it was locked in a cage. And now, where's Pinky?
I don't fucking know.
I'm just saying.
I'm assuming she's with Moongrave.
And now, Bavlorna. So that's fine.
I'm not locked in a cage.
You were captured. Whatever. You were not able to leave of your own free will.
I mean, that's debatable. Okay.
So you just decided I'm just gonna chill with this hag. Don't know where my sister
Okay.
is.
Hey, Kevis.
Yeah,
This is totally related.
I bet.
What does the word dad mean?
Mm.
Do you see him as a
Why are you all
father?
looking at me like that? That's weird.
You asked the perfect person. No. Let Kevis answer.
Well, I had a memory.
Kevis grabs the amulet. It's a protective It's someone you know you can rely on and has your back. Someone you can love.
What is love? Baby, don't.
Kevis looks at Clapper. What do you mean you had a vision?
A memory.
A memory.
I'm starting to remember stuff since I got my head back.
Yes.
Your parents.
One of them, I think.
Kevis kind of.
He was really nice and strong. And I don't remember his face. But he had a green beard. And that's where we're going to end today.
No!